How are you doing? My name is Cho. If you're new here, we go live 3 times a week with my office hours. These are my office hours. What are my office hours for? Well, quite simply, they're for answering your questions. So, if you have any questions for me, now's a good time to ask them. So, let's get into it. Let's get the chat up. I'm listening to some Lana Del Rey. Mhm, 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 mhm. Mhm, 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 mhm. Mhm, 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 mhm. Okay, anyway, let's read chat and get right into it. So that means Biden was left. He was left. Trump was right. Biden was left. You get it. Hi, Bailey Hoover. Hey, Mr. Analog. My mom is making me return the lizard. Now, see, Mr. Analog, you should actually be disappointed in yourself because you have now caused Lizzie the lizard trauma. You've actually caused this poor lizard trauma through your reckless decision making. Come on now, Mr. Analog, that sucks. I snorted reading that the tariffs on China were at 125%. Is that the face you make when you're running? Oh, you don't want to see me make that face. Bailey Hoover, do you know the band Kiss? Not really. You mean like the guys that look like clowns? Those that Kiss band? Am I going to hell for hating my dad? Matthew Miller wants to know. Well, I'm not God, so I don't have the key to heaven. I don't patrol the gates of hell. So you're asking the wrong person, Matthew Miller. What do you mean by that? Are you going to hell? What are you talking about? I know of them, Bailey, but I don't listen to them. Yeah, I've heard of them, Bailey Hoover. I don't listen to them, but I've heard of them. So we've got to make a field trip to the kitchen. You guys love when I do that, don't you? Hi, Perspective. What's going on? I want to keep her. Lizzie is my child. She literally offered me a $200 record player and a film camera to return the damn lizard. So you mean to tell me that she's actually okay with you keeping it? I don't understand, Mr. Analog. Is she? So if she offered you that stuff, why are you getting rid of the lizard? Hi, Vert. What's going on, Vert? Ask me questions. You know what, guys? Do I even feel like going downstairs? I really don't, to be quite frank with you. I don't feel like going downstairs. I do have water right here. I know that's so boring, but I don't mean this in a victim way, but he was not a good dad, and I don't like him as a person, and I don't want a relationship with him. So what's your deal, Matthew Miller? What's the problem? What do you want us to say? I'm just being. I don't think anything's wrong with the way you feel. I mean, we don't know the context of your relationship with your father to really give you any advice or judgment. So I don't know. I don't know what you're looking for from us. Gonna have to go on the Maury show to find out who Lizzie's parents are. Probably. She doesn't want me to keep it, but she's buying me that shit to make me feel like I have a choice. I'm pissed. Let me clip the damn grass. What? again, Mr. Analog, you probably should have thought about all these things before you bought the lizard. They're really good. They made more albums since 2005, and they made more albums since then too, and they're really good. I've heard they're good. Let me ask you this, Cho, because I love Liquid Death seltzer. Do you enjoy any seltzers? And if so, what kinds? Easy question. I actually reviewed bubbly water a long time ago. I did a whole video about my different favorite bubbly waters. I would say I have a couple. If I am serving guests, like if I'm serving people at like a little party or a little get together, or I'm having a couple over or just a one friend, I'm definitely serving Topo Chico. 100%. 100%. Let me tell you, Topo Chico is the champagne of sparkling waters. I don't make the rules. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. And if you don't know, I feel bad for you for not knowing. Topo Chico is the sparkling, it is the champagne of sparkling waters. So that's if I'm feeling fancy and bougie. I want to like spoil someone. For casual drinking, during the summertime when I'm very particularly parched, I like Liquid Death because you get a lot more. Like the cans are larger, so you're drinking more water. And I feel like you have to have a little bit of an appetite, a thirst for water to drink a whole can before the bubbles evaporate. So I do prefer Liquid Death during the summertime when I'm particularly parched. And then the other one that I like just for casual use, just for me, just like me personally, I love Members Mark, aka the Sam's Club brand of sparkling water in the glass bottles. That it's just as good as Topo Chico. However, the bottle caps are hard to take off. They're like they're so hard to take off that it almost makes it not worth purchasing. It's that fucking annoying. I promise you, it's that annoying. Take this off actually. It's that annoying. So those were the three bottled waters I mean sparkling waters I drink. Good question. I guess I just wanted someone to listen. Well, we're listening, Matthew. Why do you hate your dad so much? I mean, let's talk about it. Why do you hate your dad so much? What's going on? Attitude ate that up. Matthew, Cho will certainly listen and try his best to help, but I assume he needs reasons and context on your relationship with your dad before he makes a suggestion. Yeah, I mean, and sometimes people do just want to be listened to and they don't actually want feedback, and that's totally okay too. I think, by the way, this is an aside, but it's so important to really figure out, like, when you're dealing with your friends and they're reaching out to you to talk to you about their problems, are they reaching out for advice or are they reaching out for you to just listen to them and not give them advice? Because there's a difference. And I believe that once you know which one that is, you're more likely to be not disappointed. Because I know a lot of us, we have those friends who would say, oh my God, child, my boyfriend's doing this, my boyfriend's doing that, and he's a piece of garbage for this, he's a piece of garbage for that. And you would give them advice until you turn blue in the face and they never listen. It's because they're not telling you this to solicit advice. They're telling you this just to rant and to have ears. I think when you understand the difference and when you're able to differentiate the type of friend you have, you're able to, as a friend, provide them with the support that is actually valuable to them without being disappointed yourself, right? So yeah, we're happy to always listen to you, Matthew, but I don't really have an opinion on that because I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. I mean, did he beat you? I don't know. Did you have like a father like the Lyle and Kyle Menendez? Like what's going on? Or did he just give you too much punishment? I don't know. Did he not give you his estate? I don't know. Who knows? You're right. I'm literally sobbing. I hate to see her go, but I can only hope she goes to a better home. Also, I'm not 18, so technically the lizard transition was illegal. The employee getting fired. Not the employee getting fired. Mr. Analog, you fucking everybody's bag up. You fucking everybody's life up right now. You fucking the lizard. Lizzie the lizard has gone through trauma because of you. The employee's about to lose her fucking job for selling a lizard to someone that's not of age. Your mama is going to the gigs because she has to get rid of this lizard before they go on vacation. I mean, you. I love it, Mr. Analog, to be honest. you really. You really just. You are the drama. You are the drama. I love it. You are the drama. Have you ever heard of Eddie Van Halen or the band Van Halen? No idea. When my friends reach out to me, I usually respond with, do you want me to listen or do you want me to help you figure this out? Wise question at the very beginning so that you can align your expectations accordingly. Kenji, very smart. He made me sign contracts before buying the lizard. Everything was illegal. You can't purchase an animal as a minor. What's your favorite color? Mine is perhaps blue. Well, Vert, I have 3 favorite colors, actually. In no particular order, I love purple, orange, and green. Those are my 3 favorite colors. The seller should have checked identification before any sale, but that makes sense, right? That's obviously what he should have done, but he didn't do that, so that's annoying. Very annoying. And now Mr. Analog is going to have to carry that lizard back into the store to the same employee that checked him out illegally. That's going to be embarrassing. Hey, Ryan, what's going on? Long time no speak. Speaking of Freemason, that's funny. I look very obviously a child, bruh. I don't know. Well, I mean, listen. All you can do, Mr. Analog, is take responsibility for your actions. You should have not made a reckless, impulsive decision like that that has now caused yourself harm, mental harm. You did this. That's the gag. You did all of this to yourself. It's like that one meme. It's like this Sailor Moon meme that I have in my folder, where it's like she says, I know you're going through a lot right now, but you did it to yourself. Like, it applies to so many things. Ryan, tell me a little bit about how you've been lately, Ryan. It's been a long while, and I'm happy to have you back. Tell me an interesting fact or two about your life since the last time you checked in with everyone here. And ask me more questions, guys. These are my office hours, so this is the place to ask me questions. You're reckless, Mr. Analog. You're reckless. You're on fire. I had a really busy day today, guys. I am so tired. Ronan says, Mr. Analog out here adopting kids while he's a kid and abandoning them, all while firing the cashier. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Watch out for Mr. Analog. Leopard gecko. It's a beautiful, beautiful lizard. Beautiful lizard. Beautiful lizard. It's wild. It's a beautiful lizard. Hey, Adam Young, what's going on? Like the live. Thank you. Thank you for reminding everyone to like the live. We've got 23 viewers and only 5 likes. It's a bunch of fake hoes in the chat right now. There's a bunch of fake people in this chat right now. Why have you not liked the channel yet? Why have you not liked the live yet? You are here. What are you doing? I'm learning how to play bagpipes with the Shriners, all in an effort to raise money for the Shriners Children's Hospital. And I'm 8K closer to finishing building my car. That's awesome, Ryan. It sounds like you've been quite busy. I always implore people to continue exploring their passions. You know, trying new things, training, developing, learning, growing. If you are not growing in this society, in this world that we live in this plane of existence, you are quite literally dying. Did you hear me? If you're not growing, you're dying. So get to it, guys. Thanks a lot, Bailey Hoover. Anyway, y'all, I'm signing off. Wish Lizzie good luck. She needs it. Good luck to Lizzie. Shout out to Lizzie. She was cute while we knew her. Enjoyed the new short of your outfit. Was that from today? Yes, Ronan. So Ronan, today was kind of psycho. So today I volunteer, not specifically for the homeless, but I volunteer at a kitchen where I cook food and da da da. Anyway, that happened, and then right after that, there was a grand opening of a grocery store downtown Columbus, and it's called Charmy's. And I vlogged the whole experience, but it was the grand opening. So much fun. There's like two lesbian Persian ladies own it. They're a couple. Two lesbian Persians, like already off to a great start, no? And so it's like you can feel the culture and their heritage throughout the grocery store. It was amazing. It was a great grand opening. They also have a restaurant right inside the grocery store. I would say it's more of a specialty niche grocery store, if I'm being quite honest. I don't think that it's a type of grocery store that everyone's gonna go get all of their needs and necessities from, because they just tend to be a little more on the expensive side. That being said, for niche purposes, I think it's phenomenal. I think it's phenomenal to have something like that in the downtown Columbus area. I love it so much. So I went there, and then after that, I went to the Granville. So Granville is a small little village that I used to live in like 10 years ago, like 10 plus years ago. I lived in a place called Granville. It's like a little village outside of Columbus. Anyway, they have a daffodil show, and I still have lots of friends from the Granville area because I love Granville so much. And so they had this daffodil show that they have every year, and I go there and I buy daffodil bulbs for friends and family. I gift them to people. I'm like known in my friend group, my family, as the guy that gifts you daffodils. I don't know. That's what I do. It's just who I am. And so I went to the Brendu Mansion because they hosted at a mansion in Granville. Granville's one of those types of places, okay? There's mansions, okay? There are mansions. So obviously, if I'm going to a mansion, I have to look like I belong in a mansion. So I dressed the part for going to a mansion. And I bought some daffodils. So that vlog will be out sometime next week. You have that to look forward to. That's why I was dressed pretty nicely. Okay, what's the first 3 titles you're going to share in your gaming channel? Well, to be quite frank with you, Kenji, I have not started to aggressively raise money for the channel for like my table. And that's just my fault. I just have not had the capacity to give it a lot of energy. And so I still feel like I'm far off from starting the live streaming portion of it. However, I am thinking about filming some content of me playing different video games and starting to post that slowly but surely. And honestly, I think one of the easiest games for me to do will be Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. So I'll probably do some Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel video content. You know, I'm such a fucking cunt, so me and my Harpy deck is very cunty. Oh, you know, Kenji, firsthand, because you've played against my Harpies. You've played against my Harpies, so you know how devastatingly cunty they can be. So I'll do some Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. That's the easiest thing that comes to mind. Also, I feel like Valorant is something that's very easy to film and to create content around. Maybe do a highlight reel for Valorant. That's another title that I think I can do that doesn't have to be live streamed. I can kind of like film my reactions and film content that way. The third game I'm thinking about is probably Elden Ring. Um, Probably Elden Ring, because May is just right around the corner, and I feel like I will definitely be wanting to play that game with other people in the community, and I can just film that without it being live streamed. You know what I mean? So I would say Elden Ring, Night Rain, Valorant, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel will be the first three games that I publish content around. And then eventually, as I raise the $800 to purchase my table, then I'll actually start the live streaming portion of that channel, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay. All right. Lizzie McGuire. Easy Holly. Yo, bro, my girlfriend just broke up with me. Oh, fuck, Ian. I'm sorry. At least I'm getting a bunch of free stuff. Good. Ian, I'm sorry about the Ian. Why'd you get dumped? Why'd she dump you? Tell me about why she dumped you, Ian. Exactly. With how fast-paced everything is and how quickly tech is advancing, you have to constantly be improving to get ahead in life. You have to. Have I watched The Princess Bride? I have not. Hey, Season Troll. Spam on fleek tonight. I'm going to be heading to bed, taking my grandparents out for the day tomorrow. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. That's so awesome. I'm sure you're probably gone by now, Ryan, but I would love to know how your day with your grandparents goes tomorrow. I want to know where you're taking them, what they like to do, and I love that. As someone that's extremely close to my grandparents, I love that so much. My cousin volunteered at a homeless shelter a couple years ago. He didn't do it for helping the world. He did it for the shelter kitty. He got let go from his duties. For the shelter kitty? He got let go from his duties? What are you talking about, shelter kitty? Was he sleeping with the clients? That's pretty disgusting. Vlogs by Cersei. Hey, what's up? What's going on? You do vlogs? I love to check out your channel, Jay. I'm gonna go to your channel right now. See what you got going on. You only got one video. What's going on? 4 years ago, Jay. What's going on? What's going on, Jay? Why don't you make videos anymore? Hi, Cleo. Nice to see you too. What about Fortnite? I don't play Fortnite. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Masters is competitive, and I'm competitive. The good thing about Harpies is that while it's not a meta deck by any stretch of the word, it is the furthest thing from meta, especially in the way that I play it. I don't leverage my extra deck the way that I should leverage my... I'm not the best Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel player. Let's start there. I don't leverage my extra deck the way that I probably should in a competitive way. I am pretty much a Harpy purist. But the good thing about not being meta is that I'm able to catch people off guard because they don't know how the deck works all the time. They don't know all of the intricacies of Harpies and how you're able to lock down people in consecutive rounds, like round to round to round. You know, you can lock them down. You can lock down all of their effect monsters. And the funniest part is when I pop a Harpy's Feather, like a Harpy's, not Harpy's Feather does. When I pop a Harpy's Feather Storm, and I block off effect monsters, enemy effect monsters, and they continue to try using effect monsters, and they just waste resources. It's beautiful, and I can just feel the frustration and tension and the heartache and the drama and the depression start to build. It's wonderful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I love my Harpy deck. But it's not very meta. It's not the best. Not the best ever. Hey, Terrell Eden. Hey, Big Boy. I hate Harpies. Well, listen, I know a lot of people hate Harpies. I know. I want to play with your future. Stand ready for my rival worm. Okay, Conquest. Yes, sleeping with homeless women. Yes, I was done with him. That's disgusting perspective. That's disgusting. Wow. Hey, Robert Presley. I want to leverage your deck into my duties. Hi, We Cook. What's going on? We Cook. Heroes versus Harpies was terrible time. Trying to get my synchros out and Cho just laughs at me and anime. I literally. Oh my god. Kenji, I kid you not that when I play in video games like that, I really do let out anime cackles. Like anime villain cackles. I'm good for a cackle. I love to laugh. I love to laugh and I laugh. So like you will most likely see a lot of cackling. You will see a lot of cackling on my gaming channel because I love to laugh and the shit be funny. The shit be funny. The shit be funny. Or like when I'll lay down um I forget the name of the magic card. But I'll lay a magic card, like a harpy magic card down, face down, and then enemies will like think it's like a trap card and they'll destroy it. And then that card, once it's destroyed, allows me to search for 3 harpy cards out of my deck. 3 different harpy cards. So it's just like the tricks are tricking. The tricks be tricking. It's so funny. I'm gonna start making videos again soon, working 60 to 70 hours a week, 22 years. I don't have time now. Why have you been working 60 to 70 hours a week for 22 years? That seems unproductive, like you haven't been very efficient. 22 years you've been doing that? You've been doing something wrong. To be quite frank with you, Jay, let's talk about it. Listen, something we have to start doing, we got to get out of this mindset of like being just a hard worker. Like, just being a hard worker isn't enough in 2025. We've got to learn how to become smarter, harder workers. Heavy on the smart part. Working 70 hours a week for 22 years is not a goal anyone should have. I'm sure Jay can probably attest to this. His body's fucking tired, right? Let's talk about that, Jay. What's going on that you work so much? You have to work so much. I'm so lonely. They're scared of me. Conquest. Okay. Hey, Ileana, what's going on? I wouldn't do it for homeless women, but I would with Chuck. But thank you, Pick Boy. I know a couple harpies. Couple were my exes. I believe you. Flan, let's go outside. It's Saturday night. Nothing is good happening after 9 o'clock p.m. on a weekend for me. To go do what, Flan? I've been sent planet to planet committing atrocities in their name. I'm trying to work hard now so I can retire when I'm old. Oh, okay. Well, that's different. That's a little bit different. Hopefully you are investing wisely in, are you like part of the FIRE movement? Are you investing heavily in the stock market? I hope you are right now. Because the way Trump is crashing the S&P 500 right now, everything's on sale, Jay. Everything goes on sale. If you have extra money, well, first of all, I believe you should be investing your money across the board, even keeled, consistently. However, when you have extra money during times like now's the time where you may want to add $5 or $10 extra every month into your investments because everything's on sale right now. Everything's at a discount at a very, very low price. We got the same facial hair except my mustache long and curled. Oh, nice. Well, you look good, I look good. How about that? Have you ever worked with StreamYard? I tried going live earlier with it. Oh my God, I'm so bad with it. I have not really live streamed from my PC in literally years. I used to be a live streamer on Twitch. That's how I got my start on the internet, on Al Gore's internet. And I used XSplit. XSplit, I have never used OBS. But yeah, I used XSplit. I still have a license to use XSplits. I'm likely to just go ahead and use that again moving forward. I don't know. I have to evaluate that once I get to that point in my life where I'm back to live streaming from my PC, not from my phone. But no, I have not used StreamYard. I'm from Brazil. Try to say a word in Portuguese. I don't know any words in Portuguese, but teach me. Spell out some words, and I'll try to say them for you, Flicks. If you did not get the reference, Joe, it's from Invincible. It's honestly a great show. Yeah, I haven't seen it. Hey, Sunset Pottery, what's going on? How are you today? Happy Saturday. Hopefully you had a good Saturday so far. Tell me about it. What's going on? I invest in the stock market, Roth account also, and rental properties. Good. So your investments are diversified. Good for you, Jay. Keep at it. Um, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking? How old are you? Well, like, when do you plan to really retire? Do you have like a target date? I know some people are very like into target dates. I don't really have one for myself, honestly, but I know some people are really into having target dates. A lot has happened today. My nephew was born and my daughter turned 9 months old. Oh my God, it's a lot. You've been busy today. What did you do for her? Did you do anything special today? Did you guys like do something around the house? I know she's only 9 months old, but like, did you do anything special? Or you just hung around the house? And is this your first nephew or niece? Yeah, a license for XSplit. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think they have. I mean, they have free accounts for everything, obviously. But I paid for a lifetime license like many moons ago, so I'm sure I still have it. You got tons of nieces and nephews. Okay, so you're not brand new to this. Cool. You're gonna do something for the 1 year. Nice. That'll be nice. Congratulations. Is that your first child, or do you have many more kids? I feel like you have more kids. Is it easy to use that? To be honest, perspective, I don't think that my opinions are going to be that valuable to you because it has been so many. I mean, I'm talking at least 5 years since I went live on Twitch. It's been at least 5 years since I went live on Twitch. So I feel as though like half a whole entire decade, there has probably been more tweaks, updates, competitors that have come out. I don't know. I really don't know. For me, XSplit was the easier alternative to OBS, which requires a little bit more wherewithal in terms of technological knowledge, something I do not possess. So that's why I went with XSplit, because it was a lot more user friendly in that regard. Hey Garcia, Jordan Garcia, what's going on? Jordan, how are you? It's your first child. Oh, that's intense. Congratulations, that's awesome. Hey Jeremy. Wait, why is the title of your stream Trump was right? A little clickbaiting. Just clickbaiting. We can talk about Trump if you guys want to, but you guys haven't really said anything about the title, so I don't know. Let's talk about it. I mean, he's right about some things, right? Everyone's right about some things. But I figured I'd get some people in here frothing at the mouth. I need a view boost, so sometimes I'll put some titles in there like that to get the girls to come in here and argue and froth at the mouth and be upset, and it's easy. It's very easy. Thank you. Any help is good help. Well, you're welcome. Perspective. You're welcome. Um, Good luck. And mind you, I will be on the search again for how I'm going to set up my whole streaming platform. You know, it's one thing to stream from my cell phone, as you guys can see, but streaming from your PC is a totally different situation. Oh yeah, and she's teething. She's waking up randomly tonight, so gave her some medicine to help. Awesome. I like your stream so much. Respect to you. Well, thank you, Jay. I appreciate you. By the way, I want to invite everyone here to the Discord channel. I'm going to put a link in the chat momentarily. So be sure to copy this and paste it into your web browser, and that will give you access to the Discord channel, okay? I love communicating with you guys. I love being in touch with you guys. And Discord is just one of those places where we can really stay in touch 24/7, just about. I'm always checking Discord. It's probably, outside of Twitter, it is my most used platform of social media. And so if you ever want to stay in contact with me, that is going to be the quickest way to reach me. And to just get to know other people in the community too. I saw your recent short video and saw you were live. I'm like, ooh, time to join. Thank you, Sunset. Did you like my outfit? I love my outfit. As someone that works in the restaurant industry, I look like shit most of the time. And so when I'm not working, I like to look good, right? I like to look good. So I put a tie on. I went to that daffodil show, like I said on social media earlier on Twitter and Instagram. But I went to that daffodil show in Granville at the mansion. And I would just really wanted to look nice and look my best and leave a good impression. And so I think I did that. I think I did that. You're such a chill guy. Props to you. Well, thank you, Mysteries of the Unknown. Thank you for being here. Tell me an interesting fact about yourself, Mysteries of the Unknown. With a name like that, you've got to be interesting, no? Tell me something interesting. Thank you, Pottery. Thank you so much. I do have to get this nappy head cut or something. My God. My hair is such a struggle, y'all. It's such a struggle. Okay. So what questions do we have for me? Ask me questions. These are my office hours. As a reminder, these are my office hours. I'm only here to answer questions. I'm not here to preach to you guys about anything. I'm not here to like, do content. I'm here to answer questions. So if you guys don't have questions, I can just go. For real. Hey, it's my favorite gay black man. Hey, you are. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. What kind of advice do you specialize in? Well, I would not say I'm an expert at anything because I don't have expertise. I don't have like actual credentials. Well, I did study nutrition in college, and I do live a generally very healthy lifestyle when it comes to food, diet, and exercise. I know a little bit about investing in the stock market. Very boring advice there, but it works. It works. I used to have a relationships podcast where, pretty successful one, by the way, where I would talk about relationship issues, friendships, work relationships, romantic relationships, familial relationships. So I think I'm pretty good at that. I also have amazing relationships in my own real life. So I always say, don't learn how to run a triathlon from a fatso. You know what I mean? You want to get your advice from people that actually live it, right? I am known as someone that values relationships immensely, and I'm very successful in my relationships in real life and on the internet. So I'm pretty good at giving advice in that regard. What else am I good at giving advice with? I don't know. Nutrition. Oh, skincare. Fuck. Yeah, skincare. I can talk about skincare all day long. I'm actually skincare and then fragrance. Fragrance is a newer hobby of mine. It's a newer hobby of mine. So I definitely can talk about fragrance to some capacity. In terms of skincare, a bitch's face looks good. You can never clock this face. You may be able to clock the yellow crooked teeth, but the face, the skin is skinny. You can never clock that, okay? I'm sponsored by different skincare companies as an influencer. I have discount codes, all that jazz, whatever. So those are a few different things I can talk about in terms of advice that I specialize in. But it doesn't have to be about any of that. Just ask me questions. I'm also really good at just giving my fucking opinions. I'm really good at that. Okay, what was Trump right about exactly? I don't know, Huckleby. It was just a clickbait title, to be quite frank with you. Do you want me to tell you what I think he's right about? I think he's right on immigration. It's one thing I think he's right about. I think he's right about the Supreme Court in general. Though he's very upset with the Supreme Court these days because they don't just suck his dick all the time. Who would have thought separation of powers in our government, different branches, it's a good thing. We've got a French person in here. Hey, Laura Samba, welcome. I don't speak French. All I know is je m'appelle Cho, and bonjour. All I know. Hi, Cho. How have you been? I did some today. What did you do today? Aiden Clark. What did you do today? Hey, Super Rainbow Queen. What's going on? How are you? Do you think Trump is good for the entirety of America? No, I do not think he's good for the entirety of America. However, that's kind of a trick question. I don't think any president is good for the entirety of America. What I think you're actually asking is, do I believe that Trump is a net positive for America? Well, to answer that question, I also think probably no. However, however, I think that out of all the candidates that we saw in the previous presidential election, Trump posed the least threat in terms of a net negative than the other candidates. So I do believe that, which is why I voted for Trump in this past election. So, no, I'm not super confident in Trump. I think right now he's got an 85% approval rating from me personally. When I voted for him, he had a 65% approval rating from me personally. And I've been impressed with his presidency so far. And we're only 4 months into it. I think he's gotten a lot done. Show BBC. He's the best president in modern history. I don't know about that. Dog. I don't know about all that. What is it? Just XSplit, or is it under a different name? I want to download and try it. It's just called XSplit, just as you wrote it. You went back to Chicago? What's that about? Back to Chicago for what? Hey DJ, what's going on? How are you? Always good to see you. Oh, to see your family? Okay. Well, that's cool. Why are you typing in all caps? Are you okay? Why are you screaming at me? Hey, Tomahawk Boys. What's going on, Tomahawk Boys? How are you? Tell me how your Saturday's been. You're welcome, Perspective. Drinking from my metal straw. Look how green conscience I am. You're good, Tomahawk? That's awesome. Did you do anything interesting today? What'd you do today? Tell me something interesting. You guys are always getting shit out of me. I want to get something out of y'all. I want to get something out of y'all for once. And join the Discord channel. How's the stock market? Josh Huckleby says. It's great. Now's a really great time to invest in the stock market. It's a really great buying opportunity for probably 95% of investors right now. So it's a great time in the stock market. I love it. I'm definitely reaping the benefits of it. And hopefully you are too. Hopefully you are not catching a falling knife, because to sell your stocks right now would be quite literally the most mentally restarted thing you could ever do, right? It's like, when you get into a roller coaster, you would tell yourself, okay, I'm gonna set a target date. When I get 55, I'm gonna save all this money, invest all this money, take the money out. Target date, 55. You get on the roller coaster, right? You buckle up. I'm buckling up. And then you go up and down, up and down, up and down. But you go really down, real low, and you get kind of scared. Why would you jump out of the roller coaster? If you jump out of the roller coaster, you're gonna go splat. Splat. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go splat, right? That's not smart. Maybe you would go into the ocean depending on where the roller coaster is. But the point I'm trying to make is, do not get out of the roller coaster. Don't get out of your seat until you get back to your target date, where you're safe to get out of the roller coaster, right? This is very simple. I know that people like to make investing like super complicated, very complex. It's not. It's not, I promise you. And you know how you can tell? Do this real quick. Go to an index fund that tracks the S&P 500, VOO, or even better, go to an index fund or ETF that tracks the entire stock market, like VTI, and check out the total history of growth of that fund. What does that graph look like? What does the graph look like? If you look up VTI or VOO, since inception, what does the graph look like? I'll show you what it looks like. Looks like that. It looks like that. That's how it looks. Like, I swear to God. Go look it up. Look up VTI or VOO. Since inception, what does the graph look like? So at any point that you put your money into the stock market, the longer you keep it in, it's gonna look like this. It's like magic. It's like magic. It's like magic. So when people zoom in to these moments in history where the stock market is crashing and it's so terrible, it's like, unless you're the 5% of people who are looking to take your money out tomorrow, then like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. What are you complaining about? Long-term investors like myself love when these stock crashes happen. We love it. We love it. Why do we love it? Because we know This is what the stock market does. This is what it does. And we have decades of data to prove this, to show this. This is what the stock market does, guys. Hashtag not financial advice, but also I have a pair of eyes, 20/20 vision. I see what I see. This is what the graph looks like since inception of the stock market. S&P 500. Come on now. Come on now. So I don't want to hear shit about the stock crashing and oh my god, the sky's falling. Like, girl, bye. Maybe you're 70 years old and you want to take all your money out, then yeah, you're fucked. Yeah, people are getting fucked. Sure, that's true. I'm not a liar. That's true. But that's probably not you. Okay? Okay, sorry for the little bit rant. I had to rant. I had to get that out. I had to get that out. Had to get that out real quick. Sorry, guys. I'll get back to comments. 9 out of 10 doctors recommended a smooth and refreshing pack of Marlboro. What? What is that word? A smooth and refreshing pack of Marlboro Reds every day. Easy on the throat with a classic finish you can't beat. Or that must be cigarettes. Well, yeah, the experts. Experts. Those are paid experts. I got bad eyesight. It's easier to see the big letters. My kind of doctor. So smooth and robust. You're in flavor country. Do you buy clothes from Shein? I don't, Jeremy, but I haven't been buying any clothes. I think the people who ask don't know what the stock market is. IFV, you might be onto something. Also, don't be the bottom of the pyramid. I'm only in Chicago for a week, then I'm coming back to Miami, and I got my dad his dream car, a 1971 Roadrunner. Oh, that's awesome, Aiden Clark. Congratulations on being able to do that for your dad. Buy my Hawk Tuo coin. Did you see the helicopter crash from the other day? I did not, James. Where'd that happen? I have a 401k and I have a savings account. The stock market to me is something that when I have an extra 50k, I'll look into until it will be something on the shelf for me. I appreciate your input. Well, okay. First of all, let me tell. Hashtag not financial advice. You should not be using. Wait, let me read that comment again. I have a 401k and I have savings account. When I have extra 50k, I'll look into it. Until then, it'll be sitting on the shelf for me. Well, I don't know. Not a bad idea, but we went into detail with this a couple nights ago. I don't think that your only investments should be in a retirement account. I am a strong believer, hashtag not financial advice, don't sue me. I am a strong believer in having access to your money and flexibility when it comes to your investments, which is why I have a Roth IRA. I don't have a 401k because my business does not provide one. I don't really work full time, so I'm not eligible for that. But also, I don't make enough money to really make a 401k worth it. And so that's why with my lower salary amount, it's more advantageous for me monetarily to invest in a Roth IRA, right? So outside of that, I also have a brokerage account that I can take from freely. I think it's really valuable for people to not only have the investment account, but to also have some skin in the game that gives you flexibility for the now. If a massive opportunity came up for you, you would have a brokerage account to take advantage of something like that, right? You know, let's say you have a 10-year or a 10, 15-year target date of like owning something. I think that's a good case where you may want to utilize a brokerage account, you know? So I don't know. I think that maybe you want to not financial advice, Josh, but you may want to look into putting a little bit of money. It doesn't have to be a lot of money. $100 a month. Take $100 a month and put it into VTI or VOO or SCHD. Something safe, something secure, but that you know is going to grow over the long term, right? I just think that's a diversification that I think is valuable, in my opinion. Okay. Long-term strategy is wise. Yes. If you want to get rich, just use the Pelosi tracker. Well, listen, that bitch is something else. If only we had it like Pelosi. Do you collect anything? Oh, hey, Gus Thornton. How's it going, Gus? Do you collect? I collect fragrances. That's going to stop pretty soon because I have now come up with a personal collection that I want to start buying. I've been collecting lots of different sample sizes as I'm discovering my own personal preferences. In terms of other collections, I don't say I really collect anything else. I mean, sometimes I will collect crystals. I love fool's gold, aka pyrite. I love amethyst. I love howlite. So I do like crystals. I do like rocks, as you can see. But outside of that, I don't really have a lot of things that I collect per se. I have new hobbies where I try things out and I learn about stuff. And obviously, as you're learning about things, you have to sometimes invest in buying shit. And so that's what I've ended up doing with fragrances. So when are you supposed to take out stocks? Well, Hendrix, that really depends, Hendrix. It depends on your goals. You know, do you want to retire in 10 years or do you want to retire in 30 years? Do you want to it depends on what you're using the money for. Again, personal finance is 20% math with the calculator, 80% personal. And so the reason I always talk about how simple investing is in terms of creating growth is because it really is simple in terms of creating growth. Long term, the best way to make money from the stock market is by being in the stock market for a long period of time. That is the proven way to make money off the stock market. If you want to make money fast, get a fucking job. That's I mean, if you want to make money fast, you can go somewhere right now and get paid 2 weeks from now. The stock market's not the place to get rich quick. Most people fail. An exorbitant amount of people fail at doing that. You are not special. If you want to make money fast, go get a fucking job. That's the way to make money fast. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but like, that's the secret. Spoiler alert. Okay. Hey, Bumster Plays, what's going on? Some people do long term, some people play the bubbles. Bubbles are riskier, and so is shorting. Bearing and bullying, are you manipulable or not? Well, and again, you're right. DJ is right. People do all types of things. But what I'm here to tell you is that the most successful, the most consistent way of making money from the stock market is not by playing the bubbles. It's not by shorting or bearing or bullying. It is by playing the long term. There is data to back that fact up. That's a fact. So again, it's all about your risk tolerance. Are you more of a riskier person or not? And that's okay. It's okay to have different levels of risk tolerance. But I hate when people say like, oh, the best way to do this, the best way to make money is to do this. No. It is only one way that's a surefire way of making money from the stock market, and it's by playing it long term. That's the fact. Now that is the fact. It's not my opinion. That's what the data says. Data doesn't lie. Okay. What about prices going up in the grocery store and gas going up at the pump? I mean, these are things he promised he's fixed. Well, Josh Huckabee, it's been 4 months. I'm not saying he's going to fix them because he's a narcissist and he's a liar. I'm not saying he's going to fix him, but I hope you didn't vote for him honestly thinking that your life would be insanely better in 4 months. That's just not how the government works. I think we have an issue where people depend on the White House more than they depend on their house. And I think a little bit more attention on your house would serve you a little bit more better. What are things that you can do today to really change the trajectory of your financial health? You know, there are things you can do today, right? The things that Trump can do are complicated. Usually the things that politicians do hurt other people. So I don't know. I just don't have a lot of faith in politicians in general. So I don't know. I don't know. And I got my dream car, a Hellcat red eye Charger. Since that one live, you told me to move my life, keep going up. But keep going up, Aiden. I'm proud of you. Plus the pilot, people are trying to call the DEI. When something like that happens, nothing can be helped. Oh, I don't know anything about that, James. I'm just a regular guy, I promise, and I'm not against Trump. I'm rooting for us all. I'm not in the stock market, but I'd be lying if I said I don't have concerns on how things are going. Oh, I agree with you. I agree with you. There are definitely legitimate concerns about what is going on today. I may be a Trump voter, but I'm a libertarian. I've always been against these whole tariff wars. And I think we're going to learn a very devastating lesson in the short term about what happens when you cause tariff wars. People suffer in the short term. That is a fact. You Trump tards, you Trump court members can kiss my ass. It's true. Tariff wars leads to all consumers in both countries suffering in the short term. Okay? How long can people suffer longer? How much longer can they suffer to see these purported benefits from tariffs? I don't know. I'm keeping an open mind about this whole tariff thing, even though I'm against them. I'm keeping an open mind. But I have the financial privilege to keep an open mind. I can afford to go buy 4 dozen eggs at Sam's Club every 2 weeks. I can afford to do that. But there are so many people that are really suffering financially right now, and this whole tariff situation is definitely a gamble, 100% a gamble. And I think it started off as more of a negotiating tactic, but the girls are calling Trump's bluff. And now we're going to see what really happens moving forward. Might not be pretty. We'll see. Trump coin? Never. That's a scam coin. Cho, thanks for not grilling me, because let me be honest, I know absolutely zilch about stocks. I'm listening to your strategy. I promise I will take notes. Oh, no problem. Just whatever. No, you don't got to thank me at all. We are here to have discussions, Josh Huckabee. This is a free speech platform. I vociferously believe in having more conversations, not less. I don't think, well, let me not lie. There are some dumb questions, but I think that even dumb questions can lead to productive answers, right? So we never have to feel bad about asking questions here. We know what we know. We don't know what we don't know, and that's okay. One thing that a bitch can never call you, Josh, is ignorant, willfully ignorant. A bitch can never call you willfully ignorant because you are right here asking questions, attempting to learn, using your critical thinking, giving some pushback and saying, but wait, I'm still concerned about X, Y, and Z. These are things you have to do in order to grow and to improve your life. So shout out to Josh Huckabee for being here and asking questions. And by the way, don't just take my word for it, by the way. I'm just one fucking stranger on the internet, okay? Please go out and do your research. In fact, I'm going to recommend a book to you. Just Keep Buying by Nick Majuli. And let me tag you too. There you go. That's a book I recommend to everyone. It's a book that I read at least once a year, and it's all about investing your money, saving your money, the proven strategies that are safe, secure, and will lead to you having a more comfortable financial lifestyle when it comes to investing. I have gifted that book to a lot of different people, and it has provided massive amounts of value to them. So I highly recommend you check it out. Okay. Okay. He collects bitches' souls if they get out of line. True. Gas has been going down in price, and so have groceries. That's great, but not in my area, sadly, but I'm being patient. Perfumes tend to change their smell after a while. In other words, they grow old. Not exactly, M21. On the contrary, well, okay, let me not say that because I don't know that to be true or false. But what I will say is perhaps you are referencing something called maceration. Maceration, when it comes to perfumery, is something that happens when you have created or formulated a perfume, a fragrance, which is a mixture of oils and alcohols and other chemical compounds. And what happens is it doesn't get any oxygen in the formulation and it just sits there. And so when you first spray it, it does not smell the way you imagine it smelling. That's because sometimes it has to go through the maceration process. When you spritz it, you're actually, I don't know how to really explain this in a biochemical way, but when you spritz your perfume, you're actually aerating the perfume. So you're letting it breathe for the first time. And sometimes it takes you having to let it breathe for the first couple times for it to begin that maceration process. And you will notice that your perfume, your fragrance will change in the way it smells over a longer period of time. Up to maybe 3 months, you will see noticeable differences for some things. Okay? Stockbrokers have been running algorithms to trade on their own for over a decade. 90% fail with the first 90 days. With 401k, if you keep things in the retirement plan, it will grow, but slowly and more safely. 3 years ago, I finally started to diversify the portfolio. I put 50% of that in VOO since I'm still young, period. Prices are going to go up. Oh, hi, Island Girl, by the way. Prices are going to go up in states like Hawaii and Alaska. That's unavoidable. It will also go up in Democrat-run states and cities because they don't care about their citizens. Ooh. I grew it to $20,000 in 3 years. Well, and the reason why you probably did that is because after Biden's administration, the stock market was at an all-time high, historic high. So like over that time, the stock market was growing, tremendously growing. I did lose 2,000 over the past week with the up and down, but whatever. I still have time to be risky. Well, okay, so let's change the language real quick. Island Girl said, I did lose $2,000 over the past week. Let me change the language because I think the language matters when we talk about investing. Island Girl didn't lose $2,000. She only lost $2,000 if she sold her stocks and locked that loss in. So let me say that again. Island Girl did not actually lose $2,000 like she said, because she didn't sell her stocks. She could be up $5,000 tomorrow, right? You're not really gaining or losing money literally, right? You don't lose or gain until you sell. That's when you lose or gain. And I think that once you start differentiating those two ideas in your head, those two actions, and like what does it actually mean to lose or gain money in the stock market, when you really evaluate what that really means, I think you're then able to be a lot more confident in your ability to invest in the stock market, because you know that, yeah, I'm down today, but I didn't actually lose anything yet, right? Okay. Finally, a cool gay guy, respect. Well, thank you, Truth Hurts. Appreciate you. Take a second to double tap the screen, like the stream, period. Period. Thank you, guys. Liam, I just left Colorado because of their insane policies, especially the anti-gun stuff. It's so crazy. It's crazy. Tariffs are supposed to replace taxes. Did you, well, James, I would love that to be true. I'd love that to be true. But I'll tell you one thing. I just filed my taxes and I owed those sons of bitches money. So, you know, and here's where I'm gonna drag Trump. Here's where I'm gonna drag Trump. You have the House. You have the Senate. You have the presidency. Now is the time to get some radical shit done. Now's the time to get some radical shit done when it comes to taxation. And the fact that it has not happened, not a good sign. Not a good sign. Sorry, not a good sign. So this whole tariffs are supposed to replace taxes, yeah, I'm down with that. But until we actually see and feel that, the words are empty because we're talking about politicians. We're talking about politicians who consistently lie to us. Right? Did you see where I explained what happened in the helicopter crash? I did not. I don't know where you live now, but Democrat-run areas are a no-go for things like lowering taxes, food expenses. I'm going to go to bed. Peace, King. Have a good rest. Oh, thank you, Aiden Clark. Did you fire all the mods, Cho? Am I all that's left? What did I miss? I did not. I did not. I didn't fire you guys. Chicken jockey. Hey, Cho, long time, buddy. What a effing day, bro. On my way to work, a loony entered Dunkin' Drop Tro and took a shit on the floor and started flinging it at people, caused a lockdown. Oh, that's crazy. Was he mentally ill? I'd love a list of books you think are generally useful for life, or maybe just books that have stuck with you. Raya, join the Discord channel and ask me that question in the Discord channel, and I will give you the list of books. I cannot memorize them off the top of my head. I mean, I can list a couple, but there's probably at least 5 different books that I would highly recommend to you. But join the Discord channel, Raya. I'd really love to have you there. You have a beautiful name. Are you Indian? I love my Indians. Love my Indians. Indians know how to do a wedding. Like, you bitches know how to do a fucking wedding. You girls know how to do a party. I've never been to an Indian wedding that was not an open bar. Like, my kind of people. And it's like the whole fucking weekend. I had to take like a week off of work to go to an Indian wedding. It's crazy. Anyway, sorry. I digress. But join the Discord channel. It's linked in the pinned comment below. Copy that into your web browser. I'd love to give you a complete list of books that I think are generally useful. There are some books that I would recommend that are great for business strategy, but not only for business strategy, but just you know, leading your life like an entrepreneur. Even if you're not in an entrepreneurial spirit right now, I think that some of the advice you get from those types of books are extremely helpful. So I have a list of books for you that you could probably use. Much appreciated, Cho. By the way, just came across your live and you gained a subscriber. I feel welcome. Thanks a lot for the book reference. I will definitely buy it. Give it a purchase, and please let me know, Josh Huckabee, how helpful it is. Just Keep Buying by Nick Majuli. I'll tell you why the reason I love it. The reason I love that book so much is because of how easy it is to read. There is not a lot of financial jargon in there, right? It is extremely approachable. You know, anyone from the hood can read that book. Anyone from the country can read that book. and then people from Wall Street can read that book. It's extremely approachable and chock full of valuable information that's easy to understand and easy to absorb. And I think that's what's really important when we talk about financial education and financial literacy. People don't really want to crunch fucking numbers, right? Everyone's not like me and have a calculator on deck, okay? A bitch keeps her TI close, okay? It's not like that. And that's why I like Just Keep Buying by Nick McJulie, because he really breaks down some of the more complex sounding ideas when it comes to investing and just saving money. And he explains it in a way that is extremely approachable and realistic as well, right? Hey Zach, what's going on? I see what you're saying, Tro, about losing and gaining, and that's why I stay the course regardless, and that compound interest is the goal. I still have at least 25 years left in my career, hopefully. You're good, girl. You're good. From a UK veteran perspective, Trump's first term was a marked improvement over the casualties we were taking in Afghan with Obama. They basically stopped when Trump took office. Well, yeah, because he's an anti-war president relative to other presidents. Coming from a millionaire, it doesn't matter where you start, but you have to start somewhere. Don't be scared to take risk. Example, I bought a business in the 90s for 150K, just sold it for 5 million. Period, Jay. Period. Johanna says, hi, Cho, interested in the book advice too. What can you, I don't know if Raya messaged me in Discord, but can you make a post in the general chat, Johanna, asking for my favorite books or my most valuable books? Ask me in Discord and I'll make a post on Discord, okay? Okay. Thank you for that advice, Jay. Thank you for that. I really, really appreciate you saying that. I think people need to hear it because I'm not rich, right? I've done well for myself investing, but I'm not rich by any stretch. I have debt, honey. So like, that's not. Let me not put too much on it. Don't think I'm like rolling in dough. I'm not. But I know how the stock market works because I've seen it work for me. So it's great to hear from someone that is actually successful and actually accomplished financially, has reached some of those milestones to say the same things that I've kind of parroted a couple times, you know? Hello, Chinese man. You think I'm Chinese? I always like to ask, what type of Blasian do you guys think I am? What kind of Blasian do you guys think I am? I should make a poll. We get Chinese. We get Filipino. I get Korean. I get Japanese. What kind of Blasian do you think I am? What is going on here? What do we think? Everyone's being so well behaved this evening. Bravo, people. I love it. What, DJ? We did make a change to the community. I am only allowing subscribers to chat moving forward. So I do think that that barrier is enough to keep trolls out that are, because trolls don't want to work. Trolls are fucking lazy. Trolls are like lazy fucking motherfuckers, right? So they're not gonna hit subscribe. The fuck? Lazy welfare queen. That's what they are. They just want free attention. So that's the first blockade, right? And while this is a free speech platform here in my community, we don't ban people for their speech here. But I do want to read every comment that comes through. That is always the goal. While I'm still small, I want to be able to respect your time and read all the comments. And so I don't feel bad about not reading the comments of people that are not subscribed to the channel. If you're not down with this free speech platform and you can't even subscribe, I really don't give a fuck what you got to say. But the people that want to be here and they want to be a part of this community, I want to give preference and deference to them. And so I think that the subscriber only chat is something that will be a long standing thing moving forward. Because it has allowed us to have, I think, smoother discussions without spam so far. And this is only day 2, by the way. Only day 2. Um, and I don't even have slow chat on. And I'm keeping up with chat for the most part. So it's great. Anyway, I'm happy with the change so far. Okay. Saturday nights are so intellectual indeed. They tend to be. They tend to be. Hey Mark Lester, what's going on? I'm not sure if you've ever answered this, but I have always been curious. Does your partner watch any of your content? That's a good question. Good question. So, um, reminder for those that don't know, I like my men old. Okay. Not that my man's old. My man's not retired yet. My man is 20 years my senior, so he's 55. I'm 35. And so there is definitely a major disconnect in the things that we're interested in. Let me just cut to the chase. No, he does not watch my content. Like he never watches my content. He obviously watches more of my Twitter and Instagram content when he's on those platforms. He's not really on those platforms very often either. But he's just not interested in social media like that. Um, so no, he doesn't really watch my content. It's so funny. He used to be in my content though. Long time ago, he used to be in my content. Okay. Ask your question, voice an opinion, show us keep in with chat tonight. Rarity, by the way. Take advantage, period. I will definitely give an update. Words well spoken, very intelligent, intellectual man. I appreciate it a lot. Well, you picked a good night to be here because I can get real ratchet too. I give whatever y'all want me to give. I give whatever y'all want me to give. Honestly, that's what I do. That's what I do. I'm like a mirror. If you want to be ratchet, act ratchet, then I'll show you ratchet. You want to give demure, intellectual, and deep and serious? I can do that too. So yeah, we talk about a lot of topics here, Josh. It's not always this serious. Sometimes, like one stream, we talked about our favorite baby names for like 3 hours, and that was the most riveting thing I've talked about all year, 2025. So sometimes we talk about really silly shit too, but it's really like, again, these are my office hours. So if you've been to college, you know what office hours are. It's like when you go to your teacher, you want to ask them questions about random shit, right? You want to bother your professor. That's what these are all about. So bother me with any questions you have. We can talk about any topics you want. I rarely come in with preconceived ideas about what I want to talk about throughout the entire stream. That almost never happens. So it's really based upon you guys and where you take the conversation. Okay. If we could get rid of the whole tax code and just do a simple 15% flat tax, that would be great. Thanks. I hear you. The problem, dog, is that once you give people an entitlement, attempting to take away that entitlement is horrible. It's horrible. It's terrible. They will make you out to be a Nazi. If you give someone $1 every day, and then the next year you say, you know what, I'm not going to give you $1 every day, that person will hate you because they've grown accustomed to the free shit, right? And so that's the problem we have right now. And that's why no matter which party you vote for, we spend, 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 spend. Even Trump's spending bill increased the fucking debt. So like these people are addicted to spending money that we don't fucking have. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Once you give entitlements, it's so hard to take them away. It's just difficult to take them away. It's just human nature. And so, yeah, a 15% flat tax would be great. You know, a flat not on income, by the way. Income taxes are immoral. and of themselves. They're immoral. The tax should be completely upon consumption, period. But even with that, that's not the answer. The answer really is the spending. It's always been about the spending. It's always been about the spending and the spending of other people's money. And the problem here is that our government, they want to provide outcomes like businesses, but they don't incur any of the risk of a business. So government entities can just go indefinitely with deficits. I've never, like, as someone that works in business and has ran a business, I just, it fucking rattles my brain how we have made it so possible that government entities can just infinitely run on a deficit. That's not how the real world actually operates. If you spent more money than what you made for the next 10 years, well, bitch, you want to make it 10 years. Right? If a business spent more than what they brought in and had no profit, there's no profits at all, the business would not exist. So it's like there's a massive disconnect between our government entities and the outcomes they desire for our people and how they plan to achieve them. And how are they subsidizing these activities? Someone's paying for the shit. Yeah, it's you and I. I don't know. It's terrible. Anyway. Japan. You think Japan, IFV? Also grew up poor. My family didn't have money. I made it happen for myself. I got sick of tired of being poor, and that's what motivated me. Period, Jay. Period. You look either Korean or Chinese, maybe Philip. You look Korean or Chinese or maybe Filipino. Filipino sounds. Filipino's so cute. What do you think about XMR or Monero? No idea. Trump was right about what? Hey, Polish femboy, how are you? It's just a clickbait title. I didn't have anything in mind. I just like to get you girls in here and get y'all all riled up and all up in arms. I didn't have anything in mind about the title. How are you doing, by the way, Polish femboy? Are you okay? I know you've been going through a rough time lately. And by the way, femboy, please feel, if you ever need someone to talk to, I want you to be compelled to reach out to me. You should join our Discord community. You know, we're a little ratchet, we fight a lot, but we really do care about each other in the Discord community, and we rag on each other sometimes, and I might call you a cunt, and I might say that you're mentally restarted every once in a while, but it's really water off the duck's back, and we really do care about each other. And I know that you're going through a rough time right now, and if you ever feel compelled to just reach out to someone that doesn't know your situation, or you just want someone to listen to you, DM me on Instagram or Twitter, or just contact someone in our Discord channel. So join the Discord channel. It's in the pinned comment down below. Copy that into your web browser, and we can chat. Okay? Okay. I got a new phone last week. It was an early gift from my parents and sister. I got Samsung Galaxy A36. I don't know what that means, Paulina Peter, or Paulina Pater, but congratulations. Those Androids have such a powerful cameras. I'm so jealous. Johanna wants to know, are you still making gardening videos? I watched some of your older videos where you were gardening a plot of land. Oh my God, Johanna. Oh my God, don't forget the, okay, I won't. Let me write that down. Oh my God. You're right, Johanna. Thank you for staying on my ass. Okay, so hibiscus juice. recipe. I'll make it a short. I think I'll make it a short because it's really simple. It's really easy. It doesn't require a whole video. I'll make it a short hibiscus juice recipe. Short. In TikTok. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Okay. And then what else did you say, Johanna? Oh, the gardening videos. So, the story about the gardening videos. So the way I got hooked up with the gardening videos is through a friend of mine in Greenville, Ohio. So that's where the plot land is, okay? And so I actually had to travel to Greenville to work on my plot of land. And I have not reached, like, she reached out to me at the beginning of the spring and didn't really say much. But I'm going to reach out to her again because she was paying me. But to be quite frank with you, I don't even need her to pay me anymore. Now that it's like part of my content, I'm making money from it from doing videos. So yeah, I'm gonna reach out to her soon, Johanna, about getting back into the garden. Everyone's looking at their budgets these days, and I'm sure she was like, I do not want to pay Cho more money for this garden. But it's something I actually really do enjoy. And so I'll probably end up doing it for free. Okay. I don't like tariffs. I don't either. It's civilized. I'm used to Jerry Springer, free for all, fire sale, ratchet shit, fling fest. It's usually like that, DJ. I know. You can't treat people like animals. I hate seeing the suffering. These are human beings we're talking about. People are hurting and it's tragic. Listen, I'm such a listener. Like, I'm all ears. I admire intellectual versatility. Ratchet, serious, financial doesn't matter to me. I just appreciate a social invitation from like-minded peers. Fun times. May I ask, do you have a sibling? No, I'm only child. Cho, as a gay man, you must stand up for our transgender allies. We are in it together. They can't divide us. That's how they win. Well, I mean, I think we may have disagreements about what it means to stand up for our transgender allies. What does that actually mean? I've said many times that I think that Trump is actually pretty hateful towards trans people, and I think it's disgusting how hateful he is towards the trans community. But I also believe that due to trans activism, we've gotten to a place where we've lost the plot. We've gotten to a place where I don't agree with transitioning children. I don't agree with giving children hormone blockers. Those are things that I don't agree with. I don't agree with trans men competing in women's sports. Women's sports were created with the explicit, like the reason we have female sports is to explicitly exclude biological men. That is the purpose of female sports. Those are issues that's where I stand on those issues. I don't believe that makes me anti-trans. I just don't, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. And so it depends on what you mean by standing up for our transgender allies. I love trans people. Trans people have been a part of the fabric of our society since the beginning of fucking time. I have trans girlfriends that have been in women's bathrooms forever, right? Never had a problem. There's never been a problem. There has never been a problem with trans women being in women's bathrooms until we got trans activists with full-on fucking beards, in clown makeup, with blue wigs on, trying to demand that they are allowed in women's bathrooms. I'm sorry, that's not right. It's not right. And so what has happened now, and I know we may differ on this, Polish femboy, and I'm sorry that we differ on some of the stuff maybe, perhaps. But what has happened is you have these people who hate trans people, who hate them every fiber of their body, right? They hate them, hate them, hate them. And you've got these trans activists who are mentally ill, narcissistic, self-entitled pieces of shit. And what they have done through their actions, they have given an excuse for people like Trump to mask their hatred through some of these very common sense issues, right? Not allowing, like it's crazy to me. It's crazy to me that not wanting men, biological men, in a women's sport is controversial. How embarrassing that Democrats let the Republicans win that battle. How repugnant, how mentally restarted is it that Democrats let Republicans win that issue? That is crazy to me. Like, that's crazy. To lose the moral high ground on that issue is wild. It's embarrassing. So I just see it from a nuanced perspective. I don't know. I don't know what it means to stand up for our transgender allies. I believe in bodily autonomy. I believe that if you're an adult, anyone should be able to do anything they want with their body, whether it's get an abortion, whether it's chop their dick off, whether it's to get tattoos, whatever they want, whether it's not to take vaccines. Adults should be able to do what they want with their bodies. When I say that I'm for bodily autonomy, I'm for bodily autonomy across the fucking board, you know? And that pisses off both Democrats and Republicans. I don't give a fuck. But that's what I believe because I'm a principled person. But when it comes to children, it's a different story. So I don't want to belabor the point. Okay. 100% man, I'm hearing that. Tough times make strong men make easy times. Easy times make weak men make tough times. Where are we currently in your estimation, Joe? Good question. I think it's easy. Weak men make tough times. How are men doing these days? Have you looked around? Men are committing suicide in droves. Men are committing murder in droves. Men are depressed. Men are addicted to drugs. Men are addicted to substances like alcohol. Men are addicted to porn. Men are addicted to games, video games. Men are leaving their children. Men are leaving their wives. Men are isolated and leaving their friends. They have exited society in droves. Men are so fucking weak right now. And I don't say all those things as a way to demean men. I say them because they are facts. And facts do not care about your fucking feelings. I know we'd like to talk about the patriarchy. We like to talk about that bullshit. Well, let me tell you something. The patriarchy is not serving men very well these days. Men aren't going to college. They're not seeking higher education. There's probably reasons for that across the board. But the point I'm trying to convey is that men are not doing well. Men are extremely weak. Men fucking suck in 2025. And we have to start asking ourselves, why is that? And how can we help men to be better? How can we lend a hand to men and get them to deal with these issues that they have? What can we do to make men strong again and to make them more resilient again and to make them take care of their families, stick by their children, provide for their children, provide for their families, get a fucking job, get off of the video games, get off of the drugs, get off of the alcohol, stop killing themselves, stop killing their fucking neighbors, stop jumping off fucking buildings and shit don't go the way they want it to. What can we do to solve those issues, right? And obviously, weak men make tough times. Again, look around. Look around. Just look around. So that's where we are. I'm doing very well. I'm okay now. I moved in with my partner and I'm doing a lot better. Well, congratulations, Femboy. Thank you, Cho. I'd love to join the Discord community. Yes, please join. I really appreciate it. You're a good person, Cho, and I enjoy your streams a lot. Well, we appreciate you too, Femboy. Hey, didn't you used to do cologne? What do you mean used to do cologne? I still do cologne. In fact, I wore today Because I went to the Daffodil Show, the annual Daffodil Show, I wore Zaharoff's signature rosé. This is a rose incense. It it gives me a scent memory, a very intense scent memory. It reminds me of the time that I was in um, Sevilla. No, Granada. I was in Granada. No, I was in Sevilla. I was in Sevilla, Spain, and I went to like a Catholic church, like a literal cathedral. And it reminds me of what I felt, what I saw, and what I smelled during Mass. And I'm Baptist. So the whole Catholic thing is a bunch of bullshit to me. All that getting up, sitting down, getting up, sitting down. What the fuck are we doing? On my knees, off my knees. It was just too much for me. Too much for me. And it was boring. It was just too much. Anyway, that's not the point. The point I'm trying to convey is, I'm black and I'm Baptist. So I like to get up and dance and shout and sing. And like, I don't know. Anyway, so this fragrance is like an incense, but with rose. But it's not like a musty grandma's purse type of rose. It's a rose fragrance that you can probably wear during the day, special occasions, evening special occasions, daytime special occasions. It's surprisingly a very versatile fragrance that I think rose scents tend to lean feminine just because of the society that we live in. But this is great on a guy. That incense, that smokiness, gives it a little bit of an ethereal type of connotation to it. But it's also more masculine. The incense is more masculine. So I like this a lot. Signature Rosé by Zaharoff. Very, very good. Very good. Um, what the dilly cutie? Hey Braveheart, what's going on? How are you, Braveheart? I love your views. I love you. Hey Proxy. I agree with you. I don't agree with transitioning children either. However, I do support transgender adults and their protection and rights. Some of my closest friends are trans. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I've dated trans people before as well, so it's a very touchy issue for me, and Trump makes me so angry. My trans friends tell me all the time that they just want to be left alone and live in peace. I hear you. And for what it's worth, I know the Trump court will say differently, but they're in a court, so can you blame them? But I do think that Trump hates the trans community. I think that a lot of people do hate trans people. There is a lot of transphobia in there. And unfortunately, it has been masked by common sense policies. But you can feel the vitriol from the Trump administration as it relates to the trans community. You can feel it. And I hate how people will conflate that and say that Trump hates gays. Trump loves gays. Okay? Trump loves the gays. He's loved the gays forever. He marries the homos in his backyard all the time, right? But he does hate he hates Trump made like the the LGB, he hates everything else. And I'm confused by a lot of the stuff in the the TBGQRS Wi-Fi strong password. I'm confused by some of that stuff, but that doesn't mean you have to hate them. And there's a big difference that I don't think people acknowledge. Okay. It's disgusting. Shouldn't be allowed. This is disgusting. Trump isn't taking their rights. They are asking for extra privileges. They're evil. Well, here we go. Here we go. I think it's just that Trump doesn't bow and cater to anyone. We could make bathrooms in sports specifically for trans people to use. I think that would make everyone happy. They did that in ancient Greece and Rome, and we could do that again. Sure. Everyone has the right to be whatever they want to be, even though there may be consequences for that. You cannot demand others identify you as you perceive yourself. It's narcissistic. True. Yep, you're exactly right, Cho. Weak men make tough times. That's what we are. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm not trying to be annoying, but I was in a really bad place a few months ago, but I found Jesus, bro. He took my addictions. He loves you, bro. He just want to tell you that. Thank you, Matthew Baker. Appreciate you. I think you're actually a Republican because you are speaking so much logic. Maybe I am, Sean. Well, technically, I am a registered Republican. I've been a registered Republican since I was 18, but I identify as a libertarian since the age of 24. When you start actually paying bills and providing for yourself, you actually become a lot more libertarian. Now, I think if I had children, maybe I'd become more of a Republican. Who knows? But no, I don't identify as Republican. I am actually a Republican, like legally speaking, but I typically vote for libertarian candidates. In fact, me voting for Trump was a this past election was a big change from how I usually vote. Usually, I vote for third-party libertarian candidates, but this is the first time I had broken away from that in a very long time and voted for Trump. Mostly because there's a lot of libertarian influence in this administration, the most libertarian influence we've seen in modern history. So, okay. Where's the people's at? Hey, VHS. I agree with you, and that's true. However, there is a difference between being respectful and kind to someone. For me personally, it doesn't cost me anything to respect someone's preferences. Cho, you need to make more rage bait. That's where the money's at. I know. I know the girls are here. Obi Hunt, the girls are here. They saw me Dollar Tree. My mom bought me. What is going on with your speech, Tiffany? Chat, we got 62 people in here and only 45 likes. Get them up, period. The girl Jerry Curl, she saw me, Tiffany. So I just try and live by that. I try to respect everyone, and it'd be a very boring world if we didn't have differences. Oh, you love Rose? I love Rose. What's that got to do with Trump? What's what got to do with Trump? I picked roses today to make soap. Oh, you make soap, Daryl? That's cool. Can Baptists be gay? Not being mean. Serious question. Well, I'm Baptist and I'm gay. Does that answer your question? Also, wisteria, honeysuckle, and lavender. I conform to no religion. Okay. Respect is definitely the word. Polish from boy, it doesn't cost anything to be nice. I love to see Tulsi as the next president. You know what? I used to love Tulsi, but I don't know, y'all. She's been doing a lot of Trump dick sucking lately. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I used to be a big Tulsi fan when she was a Democrat. I was a huge fan of hers. I'm still a fan of hers, but I trust her a little bit less because I feel like a lot of what she says are very, what's the word I want to say? They're very intentional, planned out, and low-key contrived. Like, I don't think that we see Tulsi in a lot of live back and forth. It just seems, she just seems eerily put together. Exception is when she was on the firing lines in front of Congress. The bitch knows how to fight back, but in a very classy way. So I like Tulsi and I respect her, but I got my eye on her. You know, I get that in order to work in Trump's administration, you have to suck his dick 24/7. I get that. I get that. He's a narcissistic pig. I know. I get it. You gotta suck a little bit of dick sometimes to keep a job. But I don't like it though. I don't like it. I don't like dick suckers. Like, right? I don't like dick suckers. Okay. Yes, my second favorite gay YouTuber is live. Oh, hey, Devin Johnson, what's going on? Wait a minute. Who's the first? Cunt? Who's the first gay? Wait a minute. Wait, I read that comment too fast. Who is your favorite gay YouTuber? Devin? going on? Good night. Be well. All. Have a good night, Sean Zimmerman. Why'd you skip over the last two comments I made? I don't think I did. You said I confirm to no religion. You said, can Baptists be gay? I said, yes, I'm Baptist and I'm gay. So, I mean, what comment did I skip over, sir? Okay. The Democratic Party left the Democrats. I agree. I feel like you made great yeah, likely. YouTube censorship sexual would be blocked. Check Loxy's previous 2 channel comments. What did he say that was sexual? You should have your eye on them all. I do, Sean, I do. I need to go now. I'll join the Discord, Cho. Thank you, Cho. Hope you have a wonderful night. Well, thank you, Polish Femboy. Thank you for stopping by. Probably Shane Dawson. I heard Tossie's favorite pastime is swallow the leader. Stop. She's beautiful, by the way. Tossie is very hot. I've always had a crush on her. Amir Odom. Okay. Fine. I like him better than I like me too, so it's okay. You're still a cunt though, for saying that. You're still a cunt, but I agree. He's pretty great. I heard. Wait, see you on Discord. Okay. If you are an interesting person, your take on things is refreshing. Oh, no, you are an interesting person. Oh, well, thank you, IFV. I appreciate you. I just tell the truth. I tell you my opinion, and I really don't give a fuck what you think about my opinion, which makes it easier for me to share my opinion. But it's a two-way street. So, I want you to feel comfortable expressing your opinion as comfortable as I am expressing mine, which is why I like it to be a free speech platform. If you've noticed, we don't block people and we don't mute people or ban people for their speech. Now, there are some certain YouTube community guidelines that I have to say that I abide by. Okay? So, if you say certain words and YouTube catches whiff of it and they ban you, that's on you. But my moderators are instructed to never ban people for their speech. You can say bad words. People call me bad words all the time. People call me the N-word all the time. It does not bother me at all. I am one. So, I mean, what? Okay. People call me slurs all the time. Okay, what else is new? I get it. I'm a homo. Okay. I like to suck dick. Yes, true. Okay. Like, we're fine with all that stuff. But we don't allow spam. That's the only rule we have, because spam is anti-free speech and it clogs the communication, it clogs productivity, it clogs conversation. We have a 0 tolerance for spam. Do not fucking spam in this channel, because that would be the quickest way to get blocked without recourse. Okay? Okay. So thank you for being here, IFV. I appreciate you so much. The white streak in her hair, it's so, it's amazing. It's so, like, her white streak in her hair, I feel like the bitch has to be dyeing it. It has to be dyed at this point, because it's so perfect. It's too perfect. It's too perfect for it to just be natural. I don't know. I love Tulsi. I know I just kind of dragged her a little bit, but I actually do love her. Like, I think in that election, you know what? I love Tulsi so much that I almost registered as a Democrat to vote for her in the primary against Hillary Clinton. And again, I've been a registered Republican since I was 18. I'm 35, so that gives you any context. But I almost registered as a Democrat just because in Ohio, you have to register as the party that you want to vote in the primaries. You have to register, which I think we can debate about that another time. I don't like that. But anyway, you have to register in primaries. And I almost switched parties just to vote for Tulsi Gabbard because I loved her so much. So, anyway, we left Tulsi here. Forgive me. You're forgiven, Devin. I mean, because it's true. He is better than me. Amir is better than me. It's okay. I'm not a lying. I don't lie. So like, it's fine. We admit the truth here. Um, yes, Tulsi can get it with her gray streaked hair. She can get it any day of the week. Any day of the week. Not get this gooch. Still skipping even after Ma pointed out why you didn't see what I said. Typical Democrat, offended by everything and ashamed of nothing. What the fuck are you talking about? You stupid, ugly cunt. What are you talking about? Like, I didn't see your comment. What did you fucking say? DJ, what the fuck did this cunt say? So since he wants attention so bad, what did he say? Tell me what he said. DJ. You're a Ma, so maybe you can see what he said. Girl, y'all be so in your fucking feelings. Girl, it's not that deep. See, you guys are so he's new here. So this Loxy, what's his name? Loxy. Loxy's new here. He thinks I actually give a fuck what you guys are saying. And I don't. Like I didn't see your comment. Typical Democrat. He calls me a Democrat. Okay. Cute George. So why you won't respond to my question? I haven't seen your question. I don't skip questions. You're a beautiful trans woman. I'm actually a beautiful trans man. Loxy, go to your previous comments, copy paste censoring certain words. Cho wants to hear what you have to say. He's a bitch. I have not skipped over any fucking question. You weak ass pussy. I haven't skipped any single question. What a dumb cunt. Get out your fucking feelings. Or get the fuck out of here. Like, pick one. Like, be for real. Come on, y'all. Y'all must be new. If you're new here, I don't give a fuck about your feelings. I don't skip questions that rattle me. DJ the mod can tell you, people read me down every fucking night I go live here. They read me. They talk about my crooked teeth, my yellow teeth. They talk about this, talk about that, da 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 da. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I like to have fun. I like a good troll moment anyway. I like to fight too. So like, what? It's so weird. If I don't see your fucking comment, I don't see your fucking comment, you ugly cunt. Okay. So you're honest, funny, and don't have a big ego. I have no ego. I have zero ego. Because I'm here to have fun. I'm here to have fun. George, it's because he's biased. Reason he skipped over 3 comments even after being told by Mod it wasn't bad. He's so mad, y'all. He is so mad. He's having a temper tantrum because y'all be so cringe on the internet. Y'all really be so cringe on the internet. He is having a total meltdown in this stream right now because I have literally not seen his comments. I literally have not seen his comments. And he really thinks I've skipped over them. Girl. Okay, be mad. Hey, Billy French, what's going on? You don't suck dick, Cho. That mouth's only yaps. Well, that's true. My head game is pretty terrible. I haven't done that in a long time either. Her gray streak is too perfect, too. I have grays coming in, and I call it my Tenzo. I own it. Period, as you should. Tulsi's out here looking like Rogue from X-Men with that white streak, period. What do you do for work? I work at a restaurant. Hey, Diddy, what's going on? Have you thought about comedy? No, I have not thought about comedy, and I'll tell you why. Because comedy is intentional. Comedy, you have to plan to be funny. I can't do that. I can't plan to be funny Because in my head, the minute I try to plan being funny, I get nervous, I get anxious, and I feel fake and fraudulent. I'm just myself. And can I just be myself and be a comedian? I don't think you can. You have to plan, you have to be organized. You know what I mean? I could just yap. I could just yap about shit. But then would that be funny all the time consistently? I don't think it would be. Because sometimes I'm like serious. We talk about finances and all types of shit. And then sometimes we talk about funny stuff. I don't know. I don't know. No, I have not been thought about doing comedy. No. You found me on X, on Twitter? Awesome. Loxy, I don't think people hate the trans community. I think people hate the fact that you're part of LGBTQ, which is nothing but a sexual community. What did he say? So DJ, can you read Loxy's? I don't know why I'm saying Loxy. It looks like Loxy to me. Can you read his comment to me? Because I can't see what he's saying. I don't know why. What is he saying that's getting muted or something? Hey, Montana Chai, what's going on? As if they are important enough to be skipped over multiple times. Girl, as if. Like, the delusion of it all. The delusion of it all. As if I really give a fuck about Loxy to skip over his comment. Girl, you think too highly of yourself. You think too highly of yourself. Y'all are the ones with the egos. On the internet with ego. How are you on the internet in 2025 with an ego? Come on. Come on, y'all. Come on. Come on now. Let's be honest. Loxy, every single abbreviation deals with sexualization. And that sexualization is being pushed onto children. There are gay people all over the web admitting, I'm a teacher and my students are gay because I'm gay. Their influence is not positive. Hey, Matthew Tibbert, how are you? But sexual. What is he saying? DJ, can you tell me what he says? Because now I'm interested. Now y'all having a whole conversation that I'm not even a part of or privy of. Matthew, I'm just having a good time streaming tonight. I had a busy day. I'm really exhausted. I'm really tired. But I'm happy. Chose a classic liberal, not a Democrat, period. What was Trump right about? Oh, hey, Bree. Hey, sister. That was just a clickbait title. I don't have anything in mind about Trump was right about. You know me, I just like to bait the haters and reel them in. Because once I get you here, you're going to subscribe. You know what I mean? So it's really all about casting the net, reeling you in, having a conversation, and then you subscribe, right? So that was just clickbait title. Trump was right. I know some bitches was going to either be mad or some Trump cultists are going to come in and see, let me see them and go defend Trump. So, you know how, you know, I'm just playing the algorithm. You know how I am. How are you, Bree? Leaving for Florida tomorrow. Oh, I'm so jealous, Matthew. I'm so jealous. How are your wounds recovering from the hospital? What's going on? Jacob Hoover, I was terrified you were a Trump supporter when I saw the stream title. So glad that's not the case. Much love. I voted for Trump. Sorry to scare you. I'm sorry that you're behooved, Jacob Hoover. But I'm pretty much 85% in approval of Trump right now in the White House after these 4 months so far. 85% approval. When I voted for him, I was only at a 65% approval rating. But right now, I'm at 85%. Not bad. Not bad at all. Ocho, you crack me up. You're adorable. Oh, hey, Lisa Hall. How are you? You're one of my favorites, Lisa. Guys, I'm going to shout Lisa Hall out real quick because Lisa Hall is a real friend to me. She watches my vlogs. She comments on my vlogs. She watches my shorts. She comments on my shorts. The bitch is a real friend. And on the internet, there's not that many real bitches like Lisa Hall, okay? She's a real friend. She supports Cho. She supports me. I love her. She's so sweet. She's actually a very, very sweet woman. Shout out to Lisa Hall. Thank you for being so supportive of me. I really, really appreciate it so much. I'll be in Ohio. We should chill. Absolutely. Come through Columbus and we will chill, Matthew Tibbert. Only voted for Trump. Yes, that's me. I'm Lagooning. What's Lagooning? Hey, SYT Joshua, how are you? Why is it that transgender can't be its own gender? Why are they ashamed of the true definition and want to be labeled as women when it's not? Reposting my question. How? Oh, that's what was skipped. Cute George. I wonder why was that muted? So good question, Q George. Good question. Oops. Why is it that transgender can't be its own gender? Why they're ashamed? So what you're asking is, why do trans women want to be referred to as women and not transgender? I'm not trans, so I can't explicitly tell you how a trans person feels, but I can imagine, because I do have a brain and I do have common sense. The reason I think that trans people have difficulty simply identifying as trans is because the word in and of itself might trigger their gender dysphoria. And walk with me here, because I have a lot of sympathy for my trans friends. A lot of sympathy. They're going through a lot. They're going through the gigs. Try to put yourself in their shoes. If you woke up every day and you were repulsed by your own body, and you had to call yourself something that reminded you of that repulsivity of your own body, that's triggering. It's triggering. And again, the only way I can slightly relate to this is when I was suffering from disordered eating and body dysmorphia, which is different but similar. When I was 19, 20 years old, I weighed 135 pounds, 6 feet tall. I weigh today 170 pounds, 6 feet tall. A bitch is still skinny, right? I got a fat ass, but I'm still, like, I'm not fat, right? I'm far from fat, right? I was 135 pounds looking in the mirror and thinking I was fat. Do you know how fucking psycho that is, to be 135 pounds, 6 feet tall and think that you're fat? I was psycho. So, I mean, I don't want to call trans people psycho, but like, that dysphoria is intense, honey. It's gotta be intense. It's gotta be intense. To want to chop that off, it's gotta be intense up there. It's gotta be a lot of shit going on up there. I'm just being honest, right? Are we gonna talk, or are we gonna talk? It's gotta be a lot of shit going up there. And so, Q George, I think the reason why some trans women want to be referred to as women and not trans is because the literal word trans is a reminder of what they really aren't biologically. And it's a reminder that trans women will never be biological women. And that is the issue for them, I believe. And it breaks my heart. That breaks my heart, because there are people who honestly feel that way. And I hate that. And I can only slightly relate to it with my own history of body issues and remembering how I was fucking psycho. I was psycho. To be 135 pounds to think that you're fat is psychotic, right? It's like delusional. It's delusional, right? And so that's why. No, I do have trans friends who look like women. They're unclockable. They're extremely fishy. They're extremely cunty. They go into women's bathrooms all the time. You'd never know. I dated a guy, very casually, I dated a guy who, after we stopped dating, he transitioned into a woman and he looks impeccable. And so, but also, that person that I dated is not waving trans flags. That person that I dated, that's a trans woman, does not bring attention to the fact that he's a trans woman. He lives as a woman, period. And the only bitches that know that he used to be a guy is like a very few. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know. Does that answer your question, Q George? Hopefully that answers your question. A lot of rambling there. I'm sorry. A little bit of anecdotal experience there. I apologize. But that's how I feel. And I don't know. I'm not a trans woman. I don't know. Okay, anyway. Charles only funny when he's looking in the mirror. Period. I know, Captain, you're so funny. How long you been gay? Forever. You know, I was just scrolling by. I like those glasses. The color is great. Well, thank you, Jacob Hawley. This is by Warby Parker. They, pardon me, they are in the color Fig. Fig Tortoise. The style is tortoise, very classic style. But the color is a little bit unique because in the light, it shines different hues of purple, red. I like it a lot. Joe only uses facial creams, not being gay. It's not that I think highly. I'm trying to see where you stand being in a community based solely on sex and its influence being pushed on children. Oh, I see your comment now. I haven't seen your I don't know I don't know if you're still here or not. But hopefully you understand that I have not seen a single one of the comments that you're fucking referring to. I have no problem reading your fucking comments. I don't give a fuck. So you say, I'm trying to see where you stand being in a community based solely on sex and its influence being pushed on children. Interesting. Wait, stop. Jacob Hawley. I'm kind of weird. I'm a progressive Bernie Sanders supporter and voter who is now a registered Republican who voted for Trump. And thanks for the glasses info. I'm definitely getting my new glasses in that style. Great look. Oh, thank you, Jacob Hawley. Join the Discord channel. Thank you for the super chat. I really, really appreciate that because, listen, I get demonetized on these YouTube lives all the time. Am I demonetized tonight? I'm talking about the trans community, so yeah, I'm demonetized. I know I'm demonetized at the point, yeah. Anyway, thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it. I implore you to become a member of the channel. It's only $1.99 per month. That is $25 a year. You probably can spare a few bucks. You can miss a DoorDash delivery. Check your waist. Check that waistline. You definitely could probably skip a DoorDash delivery once a year. Become a member today. Okay? Become a yapper. Okay? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You know, it sucks that you were a Bernie bro. Because Bernie has been bought by the pharmaceutical industry. I'm so sorry for your loss. I would attend the funeral with you. I used to be a big fan of Bernie myself. Used to be a big fan of Bernie myself. But check the logs. Pharmaceutical companies love him now. Follow the money. Follow the money. Back to Loxy. Back to Loxy. I'm trying to see where you stand being in a community based solely on sex. Well, first of all, I would say that you're wrong. I am gay. Okay? Me being gay is quite literally one of the smallest aspects of my life. I don't walk around with a dick in my mouth. I don't. It's not something I make explicitly a part of my personality. So when and this is why I'm demonetized. If I'm not dragging Israel, if I'm not dragging trans activists, then I'm talking about dicks in my mouth, I guess. Because you guys asked me these dumb fucking questions. Um, but I agree with you. I actually fucking agree with you, Loxy. Imagine that, you dumb cunt. I agree with you. I think that a lot of the LGBTQ Wi-Fi strong password community has fallen off the fucking rails. And we have been pushing a lot of things on children that should not be pushed on children. And I think it really came from the TQI plus queer Wi-Fi strong password section of LGBTQ. I don't really see as much um, normal LGBs parading around a lot of this information or these narratives about what we should be doing with children. What we really see is we see the queer gender ideological side of that umbrella pushing these narratives upon children, and I disagree with them. But in terms of how I feel being a part of that community, I don't feel anything because I don't I don't, I'm not a fan of identity politics. I may be black, but that does not mean that you can predict my behavior, my future behavior. I may like to suck dick, but that does not mean that you can predict my future behavior based on these immutable characteristics. That would make you a bigot if you believe that. That would make you a bigot. No, that would make you a bigot. So, I don't, I don't take on the baggage from other gays or homos or trans or blacks or men. I don't take on that baggage as it relates to myself because I'm a fucking individual first and foremost every motherfucking day. I'm an individual first. So hopefully that answers your question. Sending you on Messenger. Oh my god, now I gotta fucking check Facebook Messenger. Okay. Girl, this Loxy guy is something else. Like, take the stick out of your ass, Loxy. You've been on one. You've really been on one. Let me check Facebook Messenger. The fuck? So what did he say? I don't think people hate the trans community. I think people hate the fact that you're a part of LGBTQ, which is nothing but a sexual community. Every single abbreviation deals with sexualization. And that sexualization is being pushed onto children. There are gay people all over the web admitting, I'm a teacher and my students are gay because I'm gay. Their influence is not positive but sexual. I didn't see that. And I don't have a fucking problem commenting on that. The fuck? Who the fuck do you think you are, Loxy? I mean, what an ugly cunt you are. I mean, honestly, you're really an ugly cunt. I'm happy you're here, but what a ridiculous person you are. What a huge ego you think you have to think that I'm so bothered by comments like that. Bitch. that wasn't even offensive, honey. Girl. Okay, so Loxy. What I will say is, you don't think people hate the trans community. I disagree with you because there are people who hate my trans friends who no one knows are fucking trans. There are people who want to strip away their rights. There are people who want to place those people into mental institutions. There are people who hate them for making their choices as adults. So you're wrong. There are people that hate trans people and the trans community in general. And I think the Trump administration is one of those people. But you're also right. The Wi-Fi strong pastor community has become an activist wing of the Democratic Party, and they have sexualized children, and it's a major problem. It's a major problem. So I don't disagree with you there. Now, the problem I think you have is you think that I give a fuck about what other people think about me. and and I just don't. I just don't. I don't care what you think about me and what community you think I'm a part of. I really don't give a fuck. Let me explain to you. Let me explain to you the tier. Let me explain this to you. For those that are new, let me explain. So at the top, clip this, and then let this live on forever and ever and ever. Clip this. So the person's opinion I care about the most is the person who I'm fucking. And I believe in monogamous relationships. That's just one. I'm fucking one person. So they're at the top, okay? Under that person is my boss. The person that cuts my check every 2 weeks. I care what he thinks about me, in my opinion. So I care about that person. Now, for everybody else, unless you are contributing directly to the several mortgage payments that we have in this household, I don't give a single fuck about your opinion of me whatsoever. You can be a family. You can be my best friend from 35 years ago. You can be people that I'm friends with on the internet. You can be moderators. I don't give a fuck about your opinion of me. So hopefully that answers your question and that explains the tier of who I care about in terms. Now, if you want to start contributing to the mortgage, let me know, because then I'll start caring about your opinion. So no, I don't think anything about people thinking I'm a part of the LGBTQ Wi-Fi strong password community. I don't care. So there's that. Okay, what else is new? What else is going on? That's what it takes to get your attention, huh? Yes, yes, Captain. Yes, super chats get my attention. But you're not having a real conversation. Okay. Love you. You baited me, but I'm a member. Period. I'm a Trump supporter, but I am totally down to look and talk with people who disagree. That's life. How can we not talk to each other? That'd be dumb. I agree. I comment on your shorts all the time. Calvin Klein, right? You do. Thank you. I appreciate you too. I just want to shout out Lisa for a little bit. What's funny? Oh my God, sorry. Guys, don't spam. Why are you guys spamming? I don't mind you saying the N-word, but just don't spam. Please. Okay. I'll get to your comments. I'm trying to get to your comments. I'm sorry. I take long. I yap a lot. Oh, I'm behind in chat. Oh, fuck. Fuck me. Okay. What's funny about these media polls on people's approval of Trump and it's low, but I'm like you. My approval for him is way higher than those polls reflect. He did what he said he would. Trump has done what he said he would. I think a teacher being gay and a student saying he is gay means that the student has decided to submit the same information the teacher has. That's not an admission. Who would speak of admission? Are there people who think there isn't enough work for lawyers? Did you see that guy who tried to use an AI lawyer? No. Then he says a few minutes, I'm a trans man verbatim. Then when he reads George's question and says, I'm not transgender, the fuck? Loxy, you're a dumb, mentally restarted cunt. I was responding to someone that called me a trans woman. And because I love to troll the trolls, I said I'm actually a trans man. You're so fucking dumb. Like, and this is why you're so miserable, by the way. This is also why you're miserable, because you have no social skills. You don't know how to read a room. You don't know how to read body language. You don't know a lot of things. And so you just end up being hateful. Like, no one's mad but you. No one's mad here but you, Loxy. Girl, get it together, Loxy. Get it together. I was obviously being facetious when I said I'm a trans man, because he called me a trans woman trying to insult me. So I just played along, honey. Okay. I work in a restaurant. Yes, I do. Bro, Trump don't even like your kind, bro. He don't like my kind either. What's your point? And you think we should teach our children that mental delusion is okay? Can you point to where I said we should teach our children that mental delusion is okay? Point to that, Q George. You guys are really mad tonight. What's going on? What are we mad about? What are we mad about? I love it. I love when you guys get mad like this. It gets me more views. Girl, I'm desperate for views. So, it approaches healthcare bureaucracy. Trump definitely has done drag, so I assume he does like his kind, period. If your dog could speak and said, I'm a frog, you put it up for adoption, don't lie. You did clock me there, Loxy. You did clock, because I would. Oh my God, if Nina and Duke spoke to me and said, I'm a frog, I'd be like, are you fucking out of here? You know what? I mean, Loxy got me. Y'all, I've been dragging Loxy all night, but he got me there. He got me there. He got me. That hate from yesterday was not acceptable, bro. What hate are you talking about? What was I hating on you about, Elijah? Somebody's always mad at me. Y'all are just always mad at me. And I'm the nicest person ever, I thought. Hope you're well, bro. I'm okay, AJ. Oh, AJ, it's been a long time. Where you been? I miss you. Shower time, bedtime, please don't spam people. And of course, people are gonna spam. What's up with bro's eyes? Why is one eyelid open more than the other? Is he off? Yeah, I am off. This eye is like, I have a lazy eye. I think one of these eyes are bigger than the other one. So yes, you're right. But I'm not on drugs though, don't worry. Are you a top or bottom? Elijah, we answered that question last night. Watch yesterday's stream. Since you bitches, you degenerate bitches, are always so interested in sex from me that you're never gonna get, go watch yesterday's live stream where I explain that answer. Okay, there does seem to be a lot of comments being ghosted. I can't help that, Captain. I'm not, you know me. I don't skip comments. I don't know. Sorry. I'll look after tonight's stream and I'll try to figure out what the fuck is going on. My lips are so fucking crusty. What is going on? I need to put lip balm on. Like, sorry, a lip mask. I think I'm just yapping too much. Sorry. By the way, Tocopo Vitaglaze lip mask is the best. Do not get that viral one from Laneige because it's more expensive than this one, number one. But number two, this one is better quality, period. Okay. I'm sorry we're behind in chat, y'all. I apologize, but I do read every comment, so please be patient with me. I do not have slow mode on tonight either, so that's also contributing to me being behind in chat. I apologize. Oh, fuck. I'm like dropping shit. Okay, I'll read quickly. I can't imagine all the emotional stress being trans could be. I don't think I'd make it. It takes a strong individual to complete their dreams of being who they are. This is why most trans people commit suicide. This is why. And this is also why this whole transitioning, I mean, I hate to drag the trans girls again, but this is why these operations, especially in children, are not seeing the results they want them to see. The problem is that when you transition a child or a teenager or even a young person, they end up regretting it. They end up, the suicide rates, they increase. And why do they increase? Think about why they increase, y'all. Think about it. Use your thinking, put your thinking cap on. They go through this ultimate transition. They spend all this money for the pharmaceutical industry. Pariahs. All of them, pariahs. They spend all this money for these pharmaceutical industry. They get the transition, and that's supposed to be the solution, right? That's the end-all be-all. That's the ultimate thing, right? Right? But guess what? They're still not the biological sex they want to be. It's crazy, right? And so what happens when you have been led to believe that you're going to get this one little simple procedure, a little expensive, but it's going to fix everything, right? And you're led to believe that all your life. And once you get that procedure, surprise, it's not a fix. What happens? Suicide rates skyrocket. They skyrocket. So yes, it is tough being trans. It is tough. I'm sorry, I did not know the rules. Well, the only rules here, Q George, is that you can't spam. You can say whatever you want, you just can't spam. Yeah, the guy definitely hates most people here. Yeah, sure. You are demonetized. You told him to suck your dick. Like the super chat wouldn't be there if he kept scrolling and reading. Literally used it as an excuse to move on. You are a liar. You're in your emotions. I'm reading everyone's chat. I'm just behind. And you're emotional, like a little pussy. I mean, whatever. I'd be down to become a member. Well, thank you, Jacob Pauly. I appreciate the super chat. $1.99. God damn, you think I'm rich? Girl, bye. Are you even able to check to see if one is demonetized? Yeah, I can see it in my dashboard perspective. I'm shocked right now. I'd never have guessed you were gay. I know, shocking. I know everyone has different viewpoints, but Bernie, seriously? I used to like him. I never vote for him. But the thing, dog, is that you can like someone and still not vote for them. You can, just because you like a particular politician for particular views or reasons does not mean that you support everything they do. There's not one politician in the world that you support everything they do. I guarantee you. Hey, Sketch and Art. Do you have a wife or a girlfriend? I have a wife and 3 kids. I don't think it comes just from the past or protected parts of the community. 100% of its abbreviations are solely dependent on sex. Okay. Sketch and Art, he made the crossover. He didn't tag me. Hey, Alexia Patrick. When introduce yourself as gay or think that it's important, it's like saying hello. I suck dick. Like, straight people don't feel the need to tell you their sexual preferences like this trend happening. Wrong. Wrong. Straggots are always sexualizing their children. Always. They dress up their young boys and tell them, oh, you're gonna date this girl, and oh, he's gonna be a girl killer, and girl, bye. Girl, bye. Your comments weren't skipped. They were literally filtered out. Stop whining. He's a little bitch, though, dog. He's a little bitch, as he's proved time and time again. He's a little bitch. If they don't know they're trans, how would they define stripping their rights away? I don't know. Good question. Can you talk about something else? But ask me something else, asshole. These are my office hours, so I don't plan the topics. I just come here and you guys ask me questions and I answer them. That's all. So ask me something else. I listen, I can talk about whatever you guys want me to talk about, but ask me questions and I'll get off into a tangent and we'll talk about that. But yeah, ask me questions, user 5824. I don't know. Figure it out. Sexual preferences is not important until you start being dishonest about it, and that is the bottom line. Don't lie and delusion, and do not groom children. It's all that really matters. Delusion. I agree with that. Hey, Rose the Bat. How are you? Get rid of the spam. Sorry, you know, Rona, I just made you a mod. I know, crazy. I'm sorry. I know I'm on a mod diet, but like, anyway. I'm debating about doing Form 1 on my new AR. I will give you 7 days high sense to love under your sink. What does that mean? Oh my God, we definitely need the mods back. I know. Sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry for the spam. I apologize. I don't think you care about people's opinions. I do know, as a streamer myself, I can go and view any of my comments without my mod screenshotting them and sending them on Facebook. That's my point. Well, Loxy, I'll be honest with you. I'm too fucking lazy. Get over it. You're right. You're probably right. I probably... Do I just go to... Wait, let me go to my live. Do I go to customization? Where do I go for that, Loxy? Help a brother out. I'm trying to help a brother out. Because you're probably right. I can probably look at my chat somewhere else. But where do I go for that? Is it customization? No. Is it details? No. Oh, view in live control room. Okay. So are you telling me that all the comments will show up here without being muted? Is that what you're telling me? Oh, this is a busy screen. This is a busy screen. Oh, but it tells me all the things. It tells me the concurrent viewers, the chat rate, the views, the average view duration, da 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 da. Interesting. So, Loxy, tell me, will I like, will all the comments just come through on this screen? I don't know. Anyway, you still a pussy though. Okay. How can I get my kittens to stop being bad? I don't know. I was about to say, where are the mods? I don't like the N word unless it's from some old G N word. Anyone can say the N word. I'm sorry. Anyone can say the N word. I'm not miserable. I have common sense. You don't have common sense. You actually don't. You're actually highly emotional. You've been having a temper tantrum all night long because you incorrectly assumed that I was ignoring your comment. You are literally bitch made. You've been having a temper tantrum for hours. For hours, like you're on your fucking period. You've been having a temper tantrum all night long because you incorrectly thought that I was ignoring your fucking petty ass comment. Girl, everyone sees it. Get the fuck out of here. If you're gonna be that thin skinned, girl, you're in the wrong place. You're in the wrong place. You gotta have thick skin to hang around this community, honey. You do. Get with the program. You've got to have thicker skin. You gotta have thicker skin. I'm not even mad. Says the person that's been mad for hours. But great assumption. It's a fact. We have behavior to show this. Sounds feminine to me. Well, listen, you would know feminine. I'm just asking questions. I'm not mad. Curious. Just making. Oh, you're not mad. I'm not talking about you, Q George. I'm talking about Loxy. Crazy should be trans in that case. Hey Tammy Dunn, how's it going? All right, time for me to move on. Thank God. You've been bitching all night long about some bullshit, girl. Mad as fuck. I have too many questions for this girl that just aren't getting through. Are you gay? Calling me a girl? Are you part of the LGBT QIA plus Wi-Fi strong password community too? Not you exposing yourself as a homo. Girl. I'll be having too much fun on these streams. Don't know if it's the mods or YouTube, but I'm here to educate myself, not listen to BS. Well, you done spent a long time. Everything you say is it's the complete opposite. You've been here for hours. What do you mean? You've been here for hours. What are you talking about? Girl. Okay. Anyway, he's gone. Glitch Trap. Hello, how are you? And thank you for stopping by, Loxy. I know we've been fighting all night, but I really do appreciate you. We appreciate all perspectives in this community. Even when you're fighting with me, I don't care. I think it's all educational, like you said. I think that we need to have more conversations and not less. And that means indulging in free speech. So thank you for being here, Loxy. Okay. Tammy Don, yes, you're right. They are not biological sex they want to be. Neither are you. Oh, girl, I would never listen. Having a dick is great. I would never want to have a pussy. Imagine having a period. Imagine, Girl, Loxy think he's reading. He's so mad tonight. Loxy is big mad, y'all. Girl. Girl, okay. Ronan says the same reason why some people believe being rich and famous will make you happy, but some realize once they get it, they don't feel that happiness they were chasing. Self care and love is important. It's so important. It's so important. And that's why I always preach to you guys that like self worth has to come from within. It cannot come from outside of yourself. Because, spoiler alert, you're never going to get it. You're never going to get it. You're never going to be accepted by society. It's never going to happen. And so you have to learn how to be okay with yourself when the lights go off and it's just you and it's quiet. You have to be comfortable with that quietness in yourself. It's true. Don't apologize from someone who has watched you for a while. Certain people distracted you with petty stuff, but you are good about being you. Some people just like to disrupt. It's also hard to take care of because you have to dilate if you're male to female. Oh my God, the dilation, that shit's crazy. I've heard about that shit. It's crazy. It's crazy. And that's why these people need help. When did you know you were gay? Forever. Trump, the traitor Trump. I don't feel anyone can be a woman who is a man, but in the same time, I don't or have the right to be able to tell them how to think or believe. Talking is good because when talking stops, bad things happen. Darren, so true. We are talking about adults, not children. This community needs to stop using how children are not influenced by sex at a young age, by straight parents as a reason. You said yourself you were always gay. I was. Sakuna says, hi, hello. I look forward to seeing what products you check out next. You're so real in your opinions. Enjoy tonight's chat. Off to bed. Have a good night, Lisa Hall. I really, really appreciate you. I always enjoy your company. Dana Morales wants to know, am I black? Well, the girls say I'm Blasian. That's what the girls say. That's what the streets are saying, that I'm Blasian. But we have not determined what part of the Asian I am. What's your opinion? Are you the kid from Everybody Hates Chris? Yes. His name was Kustov from Siberia. I'm sitting next to him on this special day for him. Video chat me, homie. No, thank you. You're 12 minutes behind chat and I'm responding in time. It's not incorrect. The comments are current. They aren't running 15 minutes behind like you. I've been here for 25 minutes. Girl, okay. You still here. You said goodbye a while ago, but you're still here. Your parents modeling you after your own household is not the same as saying I'm gay all the time. It's not some great feat. At this point, you were here, you were queen, we're used to it. The popcorn emoji, I love it. What scent you got on? Oh, Maya baby. I have on today Zaharov's Signature Rosé. Now, I love this fragrance so much because it is a rose scent, and I know that a lot of people, specifically men, are a little bit apprehensive or reticent to try rose scents. I implore you, this is a safe rose for men. It has, like the name might suggest, rosé. It's bubbly. There's a bit of bergamot in there, a little bit of a champagne rosé at the forefront. But then it cools down and dries down into an incense rose. It's not jammy. It's not overly sweet. There's a bit of sweetness, but it's not overly sweet. It's not sickeningly sweet. But I feel like that incense, that smokiness, adds a little bit of the masculinity to the rose that men are typically afraid of. And so I wore this today because I went to the Daffodil show in Granville. One of my good friends had a daffodil exhibit there, so I wanted to go support her because I'm a great friend. And I figured I want to wear something floral, so I decided to go with Zaharov's Signature Rosé. Highly recommend it. I think even women can wear this. I do think that this is a neutral scent, leans a tiny bit feminine, but that incense, it's something that I think is really, really ethereal. I like it a lot, and I think it'll likely become a part of my personal fragrance collection that I'm trying to build. So, yeah, that's what I wore today. Thanks for asking. Motherfucker ain't playing neither. 93rd Brigade, Combat Medic, and Drone Operator. I just subscribed. But thank you, Glitch Trap. I love how understanding you are that everyone has their own opinion. Love you, girl. Absolutely, Rogue the best. Oh, by the way, Rogue from Sonic, the bitch has taste. We got a Rogue fan in the house. The bitch has taste. Absolutely. But yes, everyone has their own opinions. Everyone has their, everyone has an asshole. So, like, we all have opinions. And I do think that it's worth exploring different opinions, even opinions that make you uncomfortable. I think that you should not fear uncomfortability. I think that once we get comfortable, we're not trying to grow. We're not trying to expand our horizons, and that's when shit goes left, right? Okay. How you this sassy with that overbite? Do I have an overbite? I don't know about you, but I love drag queens that you can clearly tell are men, like Corey King. I have no idea who Corey King is. I thought you had kids. I was lying. I was being facetious. Your sexual orientation doesn't define you. It's a characteristic. Your heart and mind is who you are. Yep. Gave a little chest when he went to selling them scents. I see you. Not you clocking me, George. Not you clocking my shit. Gave a little chest when he went to selling them scents. I see you, Bobby. Sniff, sniff. Don't ask Chill about his fragrances after I seen them prices. I figure I'd stick with motor oil and gasoline. Listen. Um, Wait, am I caught up on chat? Am I caught up on chat? That's wild. I don't know what to do. Oh my God. Are you guys okay? What are we gonna talk about now? This is so strange. Oh my God, that's so much fun. Okay. Cats, cats, cats. I hate cats. Um, Hey Joanna, what's going on? Thank you, appreciate that. You think I have taste? Well, I know you have taste, Rogue, because you have a Rogue profile pic. Rogue is my favorite Sonic character, followed closely by Tails. I hate Knuckles because he's a typical ninja. He's giving ninja. I don't want to say the N word on stream because I feel like you guys will report me. Um, I say all the other cuss words. I say homo. Why can't I? Anyway, whatever. I'm not trying to get banned. I'm always demonetized. Oh my God, fuck me. But yes, I don't like Knuckles. I think he's overrated. Sonic is, he's whatever. But it's really about Tails and Rogue for me. Okay. I finally caught up. Finally. You banned all my trolls. I only banned 2 people. I wasn't expecting you to hate cats. Well, listen, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why I hate cats. I hate cats because they are too smart. I like my pets dumb and loyal. Okay? That's how I like my pets. We had a cat, Karma, rest in peace. She knew her name, but she was demanding. She behaved like a dog. She knew her name. She knew commands, but she still was a boss bitch. She ran this household, okay? She would get on our kitchen counter and she would drink she only drank tap water. Running tap water. So I couldn't just put a bowl of water on the floor and have her little ass drink it. The bitch had to get on my motherfucking counter and I had to put water on. So you guys know I'm not an environmentalist, right? Because I do shit like this. Like I was, like, I hydrate my cat by turning the water faucet on in the kitchen, so you guys know I'm not a green environmentalist, right? Don't get me started on that. I hate this whole green movement. You guys know that, like, spoiler alert, but like you recycling is not gonna save the world. Hopefully you know this. You drinking from paper straws is not doing shit. I'm so sick of this whole environmental lobby shaming individuals for living their life. It's disgusting. It's disgusting to me, this lobby. It's pernicious. It's unacceptable. And the reason why I know this is because most of the environmental damage is coming from major corporations. So Karen getting a paper straw for her venti mochiano at Starbucks is not saving the fucking environment. So miss me with that bullshit, okay? Why am I talking about that? Why am I talking about the environment? Oh, because of karma. Because I had to turn the water faucet on for Karma to drink. And so she was just very bossy. She was just very, very bossy. She would meow at you when she wanted shit, and we just did we did whatever she wanted to do. She ran this household without paying a single motherfucking bill or mortgage in here. She ran this fucking household, but then she passed away, and that was very traumatic and very sad. She's really the only cat that I've loved or liked. I hate all other cats though, so that's where that came from. Gun owner, yes, I am. I don't talk about it because it's for my security, and I don't talk about the type. I don't talk about where, when. Um, if you want to know more about it, break into my home. You'll find all out about it. I don't do it like I don't. I know some gun owners are like, oh, it's for sports. I like to show it off, and I like to go shoot at the gun range and look at me shoot the gun. I think it's sad. I think it's really sad that people have. I think it's sad that we live in such a low trust society that that thought has to go through your head that you need to carry a gun. So, so I don't talk about gun ownership on this stream, other than I strongly believe in everyone's right to bear arms. Okay. What was he right about? It was just clickbait to get you bitches here in the channel, Andrew Han. That was all. Valid. Shadow is my least favorite Sonic character because he always acts emo. Like, isn't that serious? Oh, he's so... I forgot about him. He's actually super annoying. He's worse than Knuckles. Easily. I can respect that. I'm a cat person. Mine has to be like a child. Cats can be so evil. Oh my god, cats are so chaotic. Karma was not chaotic for me, but she was bossy. Hey, Tommy Versetti. Oh my god, we don't care. My favorite Sonic character, Rogue, Tails, and Mental Sonic. I love that for her. Yeah, Karma had a great life here. Some girls hate cat. Hey, Amelia Vargas. Rogue is so cute and she is so pretty. I'm gonna go to bed probably. Have a good night, Rogue. Have a good night. I love you. I love you too, Amelia. Oh shit, Cho's turning into how Biden. Soon he'll just walk off camera. Oh my god. Shaking your shoulder is hilarious. I'm gonna go to bed. We've had a great stream tonight. We had a good stream tonight. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate you. I really love when you guys spend time with me. Join the Discord channel. It's linked in the pinned comment down below. We'll be live again tomorrow. We go live Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time Zone. These are my office hours. I don't have a plan for what we talk about. I upload vlogs. You can, in fact, the next vlog will be all about my trip to the Daffodil Show. I got a personal tour from my good friend Shannon. She's wonderful. And so that was nice. I ended up buying some daffodil bulbs for friends and family because I'm kind of known as the guy that buys daffodils for people. I gift them. Ironically, I don't have many daffodils in my backyard, but I gift them to people. And they're like really unique specimens. You can't just go buy these from your local Home Depot. These bitches in Granville are serious about their daffodils. Anyway, I'm trying to end the night. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate your time. I know that you could be doing anything else in the world right now. You could be reading your Bible. You could be watching porn. You could be studying for your next exam, spending time with your wife and kids. You could be watching anime. You could be watching Full Metal Alchemist, not Brotherhood, but the better version, the first version, the original version. I'm not arguing with you hoes. You could be watching anime right now. You could be watching other YouTubers, but you chose to spend your time with me. And so I never take that for granted. So thank you. And hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? Hope I'll be here for the next one. Oh yeah, hopefully. Have a good night. I'm gonna go chat in Discord for the next hour, so hopefully see you guys there. Have a good one. Bye, bye, bye.